Are we live? The microphone is on. I see that much. Fnatic versus Team Heretics. Here we go. Grand final of EMEA. Begins shortly, I think. Fnatic have a double map veto. Hold on. Who's winning Arsenal Newcastle? I would say Newcastle, given what I saw of the first 20 minutes or so. Do I want both headphones on or not? Hold on, let me plug it in. Let me sort my Discord as well. Yeah, hopefully we're working. We are good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. Hello everyone. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Today we will be watching the grand final. What the fuck?
Because I saw him like tweeting something about it, and he's like, "Bro, at least follow me." Obviously, I followed him. We had a good interaction. I got the Valorant beta key. I was like farming hard. I was like one of the best individual players wise during beta time. So I realized, yeah, if I can play this kind of good, this game might be for me.
Sentinels versus Fnatic. Oh, okay, missed it.
What? Why are we going fucking way back in time?
This is Valorant.
Forgot to do that. Only MQX, thanks for the 19 months.
Now, bro.
Who won the first tournament. We wanted like to play versus them, we wanted to beat them the first time.
Oh, 5-year anniversary.
We didn't even think that we can win. Like, it's really us.
Champion of the Valorant Masters champion.
Well, it's gonna get me copyright. Who have we got here? CNET.
Was like that energy, that adrenaline.
Give it up for a set.
Copenhagen, we had no hope, really.
Wouldn't say that.
Like there was no pressure. It was a long way with this roster, with the FPX, and finally we got what we deserved.
Copyright, everything copyright.
Biggest moment for me was when Loud went 2-2.
Fun fact, baby
God,
Dutch
the Lotus
pancakes
with the
aren't
gap in it.
actually Dutch, but are a deviant from German pancakes and were invented in Seattle by a woman who couldn't pronounce Deutsch, German for German.
Really made me live in the moment and kind of enjoy what was happening. It was crazy.
Okay,
it was
thanks for that.
crazy. And then obviously the comeback.
I mean, it is a banger song, this. I mean, Taking Away, what a song.
I don't even know how we came back in the end.
Taking Away. Is that the best song? Taking Away will be copyrighted. I've been copyrighted by the fucking songs before by that.
You're playing a grand final against the Fnatic on 4th map and it's 11-11, so you are just full focus and locked in.
Taking Away, what a banger.
Lost to Liquid
God, that
in
one
the
from
grand
last year
final,
was fucking
especially
shite.
after that game, it was kind of like a wake-up reality call. And I think if we didn't lose to Liquid...
Well, Toolbox with 5 gifted, that'll make up for the fucking demonetization we're about to face. But thank you so much for Toolbox.
I think Team Heretics in 2024 did an incredible run. After the finals of Champions, losing against EDG in that fashion, the players were devastated, of course.
See, they don't even play the 2024 one, it's that
There
bad.
a lot of moments where fans cheered for us anyway.
We just play the classics.
I think it's much more important when someone cheers
Taking
for you
Away.
when you're down, and not only when you're
Die for you and Taking Away. Garo Pop, thanks for the 25 months.
We have the potential.
There's no way TH win a grand final.
We do have the structure, we have the coaching staff.
I'm really proud that I am part of that game for this long period, and I hope I'm going to be continued to be part of this game.
Valorant gave me a chance of creating something new with absolutely new ideas, new teammates, new vision, new format, everything.
Hype Train?
EMEA has produced some
Hype
of the
Train?
best players in the game. We've lifted the biggest trophies.
Why are we...
And winning on our stage is the first step. There's always more to achieve. There is always more to win, and all of that starts from today.
Play the hits. Play the hits. Don't play the... What even was last year's? What? I can't even remember it. I remember it wasn't very good. What was it? Oh, Superpower. Yeah, Superpower. Yeah, God, that was... You like last year's? No.
Last year's
it wasn't awful. I wouldn't say it was awful. Oh, we're getting the solo walkouts. We could be here a while. Guys, they're gonna walk out. I don't know what else to tell you. They're gonna walk. Let's rate the songs. What was the second one? Was it Fire Away? It was Fire Away. How did it go, though? I can't even think of how that one went. Oh, was it Fire Again? Fire Again. How did it go? I mean, Die For You, classic. It Die For You has to be the best one, but Taken Away, people didn't like Taken Away when it first came out. I remember that being the sentiment, but Taken Away is a banger. It's taken away. 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 Oh, I do kind of remember Fire Again. It's muted? I know it's muted. Yeah, because if I wasn't copyright before, this will be. And do you know what they're doing? They're walking out. I got bad news for you. This isn't that interesting. They're just walking onto the stage. This is something I would... Personally, I'd change.
My friends who don't see Valo also loved Die For You.
Yeah, it's an absolute banger. Walkouts? When will I walk out onto the stage? I don't know. Walkouts, though, overrated. Walkouts are overrated. That's the TMV top take. You gotta rate the walkouts. Okay, Woot put some personality into it, so I'll give him a 7. Benji Fishy, 6. Oh, he hopped. Okay, 7. I'll give him a 7 for that. For the little hop there. Next, Boo. Little wave. 5. We give that a 5. Yeah, without Benkai, what are walkouts?
Nah, Benkai was the goat of walkouts.
Rien's? Even less. 4. Do a cartwheel or something. Oh, you give him a sue. No, you gotta commit to it though, Mini Boo. You know, fucking turn around and do it.
TMV rating people who were in diapers when he was 18.
I fucking hope they weren't in diapers when I was 18, because that would mean they were in diapers probably when they were like 10.
Don't fist bump and it's a 10.
Yeah, if the coaches don't fist bump, then again, I don't know. Ever since 2 coaches didn't fist bump, the scene has gone into fucking chaos. I don't think we need more. We don't need any more. We've gone too far, if anything. Everything's fucking gone crazy. Yeah, I love you now. What's it? What? Just because the fucking TikTok brand, I need to be fucking overstimulated, but I need the fucking TTS on, I need TMV speaking, and I need the fucking audio all at once. My brain can't comprehend only listening to one thing. I need 6 different things in my fucking ears right now. If I don't, give me the map veto. Put up 3 more things on the screen so my brain can take them all in.
It's the second one, so it's Haven that they're going to take out. Maybe Heretics did a good job and actually improve what Fnatic brought onto the table. Fnatic is going to go for split right off the bat, leaving.
You rate my stream a 5? Well, what, 5?
They've seen some of the
have some more sugar.
Them changing the composition, going back to that Sova, removing the Techo.
Split, Icebox, Fracture, Lotus, Ascent. Interesting that they picked Split first.
This is what I had in mind. Yeah, I have to agree. I think
the only thing that can fix the scene is Termi and Frost fist bumping and kissing on stage, and everything will go back to normal.
If Termi and Frost kiss on stage,
played once throughout this stage, and that was a loss.
That would be very
So,
funny.
yeah, I think
That would
coming
be
into Split,
incredibly
though,
funny.
That's where it gets exciting, right? Fnatic, they played it.
I mean, I hope they do, because that would be peak entertainment. We would be on absolute peak entertainment at that point.
Team Heretics have banned every single time against Fnatic, and they've not played it since. Well, I mean,
Okay,
the last time
let's
we
see
saw
then.
them play
So
it was that
Fnatic
10-2
double
back
map
in
ban.
Gen X. Yes, exactly. So
I don't. Oh man, it's tough to pick a winner in this, because on one hand you got the Team Heretics always lose grand finals. On the other hand, Fnatic have a double map ban. On the other hand, Heretics looked very good yesterday and destroyed Team Liquid, and if they play like that, they should be pretty good. But Fnatic also looked very good when they played Team Heretics, and also...
Where's Bold Show?
I don't know where Bold Show is. He probably forgot.
And it was definitely proven. Ascent for the last one, I'm not surprised at all. I don't think any of this team's like playing that map. No.
Well, I'm gonna be a little bit like Mr. Obvious in this, but I really love the way that they left Fracture as a third map, because
He is not streaming today. Wow.
Lose,
His anniversary is today. See, that's the thing. He just doesn't love the game enough. He doesn't love the game. That's all you've got to know.
Let's take a look at the agent select and see if Heretics have
He just doesn't love the game.
since playing Split the last time.
Predictions.
And, I mean,
predictions.
Almost
Woot
copy
raise.
and paste.
So they just copy the comp other than playing Omen, but man, I think if we take a look at the maps, let me just take a look at the maps again. So Split, Fnatic could win. Heretics should win Icebox. I think Heretics could win this though. I think they could win. I'm gonna say 3-1 Heretics. Fnatic win Fracture, and Heretics win the other three. But I could also see 3-1 Fnatic happening.
This is
where they lose
Valorant.
Icebox. Visiting, thanks for the 15 months.
TMV, does your statement of how you want to see Termai and Frost kissing on stage confirm you as an avid enjoyer of the enemies to lovers trope?
Does that confirm that? I wouldn't say always, but I just think that
what a blunder, what a whiff.
Those two becoming lovers would be quite the twist. And I like a nice surprise. You know, I like to be surprised.
Absolutely, I think as well the form. This is probably
In
something
my
you could have called
media.
from early on within.
Well,
stadium,
Toolbox,
for
thanks
sure,
for the gifted
not
to
necessarily
Thinking
the smooth
Man's
sailing,
Thinking
particularly when you
Man.
get outside of this head-to-head matchup. But my God, the form both of these teams are in right now for a grand final
Okay,
best of 5.
hi Puck and Pansy casting.
Oh, right off the rip, you're calling it a big shout here.
Here we go.
TH new split comp. We are either so back or it's so bench over.
I mean, you think Benji Fishy on Split, you definitely think of Psycho, but he's been forced to play Viper here. Specs 005.
Does upper
Thanks for the
bracket
3
final
months.
Fnatic beat lower bracket final Heretics? Or did Liquid just play like poo?
That would be very close. I would think though that Heretics might win. But Liquid also didn't play great. But I think Heretics have a higher ceiling than Fnatic, and I think we saw them be close to that ceiling. So let's see what we've got. This is a fucking interesting Viper wall here.
It's going to be
Probably part of a bit of an anti-strat. I mean, you do not often see this one. And then we're going to do a little TMV. We're going to fake A. So we're going to make some noise B, make some noise A, and come back B. It's a crazy pistol by Fnatic though, right off the rip. And it's now they have a retake wall. Oh my. Crashies doesn't get the spike down. It's a good nade. Alpha finds a kill in mid though, so that wall is gone. So Heretics' plan is kind of gone, but the spike isn't down. Oh, they're just trying to sprint out. They should die here. Okay, very interesting pistol by Fnatic. As I said, the old TMV fake, but it was actually kind of a double fake because they pressured B, send pressure A, then go B.
Kayak the one to deliver the kills.
Good shit, boys.
Looking clean.
Just like in my dreams.
Oh, maybe maybe had a vision ahead of time.
I thought it was him and Crashies in the dreams, but seems that Kayak's making an appearance. But 4-0, what a start for him. And we talk about Kayak.
Okay,
If he gets
FBX by.
confident early, what this guy can do. And
Okay,
well,
and they're
that's
back to
certainly a
normal
start
walls,
to
so
be
that
had,
felt
but
like a bit of
lot
an
more
anti-strat,
there.
but
Heretics now getting farmed up.
kinda got them,
Alpha wants in on the
and,
action. Eco Cobra moment for him.
now we
Happy
farm.
enough. And the rest of Heretics, well, you're looking for small victories. I don't think you're going to get many.
Being one of them, maybe. Trying to force Fnatic a little deeper. Posturing up.
Normally when you get to this point 5v3, I just think like
There is some aggression,
just group up somewhere and just
elsewhere on the
fucking
map.
do something
Tons of
together, and
space.
you should never lose, really.
For Kayak to move into if he does want to make moves. The ping's coming through towards Heaven. We might be able to get here, but again, no paint shell now, only a classic. Difficult to really do any damage or put up any sort of resistance here.
Now again, this is not a map that Heretics have been
A trade-off here of the orb.
particularly
Just crossing the T's, dotting the I's, really.
fond of.
Doubled up on site, though.
And so Fnatic, like their first two map picks here
It's not going to be dangerous, but
are
there's a
two maps
chance
that
to do
they
some damage.
should feel confident on, and that Heretics aren't great on.
Next in line,
This could, like, if for instance, if Heretics had won the upper final, it's very possible that they would have banned Split and Fracture.
As you were kind of talking about, yes, this initially does look like a Fnatic favored veto at the very beginning, as you'd expect with the way it goes down. Throughout kind of, I guess, this year, if you're looking at it, Fnatic's sitting at 4 wins, 2 losses, and
We'll
then
see if
Heretics
Heretics can, like,
win,
steal one.
loss. It's not up high in that veto.
20
for them.
seconds
So
behind?
Heretics, I don't
Of
mind them
what?
going for their little change up here in the competition as well. Try something out, and Alpha to close this round down. In zone flawless, round 2. Fnatic clean business.
Very, very clean so far. Kayak really have ultimate available.
Probably would have been Pearl.
Is anything, I mean, again, the composition changes.
I don't think so. Well, I mean, it's Fnatic's ban.
Nice towards Rians as well in that regard.
And again, it is a map that they've shied away from. That's an interesting one. In a best of 5, do you ban the map that...
Off rip here for Fnatic.
Fucking hell. Okay, there we go.
Where the wall is committed. Maybe just going to sell a fake once again with the TP.
Okay, you've got Kayak with Yoruwalt.
Nobody from Heretics
They've got full 4 rifles and a Guardian.
forwards for info here.
So what, we're gonna fake again? Wait, but the spike is here, so what the fuck is this? We're gonna... Why is the spike on its own, though?
2 of them
Unless
here.
Crashy's just gonna fucking
And
bolt across
Spike
here.
is still with
I'm a bit
Crashies.
confused what this
You're
is.
starting to see that move.
Also,
That's
maybe
how
he
you
slightly
kind of
missed this, I
determine
don't
where
know.
that commitment may
It's meant to end
reside.
up here.
Kind of definitely trying to draw eyes and draw attention, but no one's overly biting on it, right? As you were alluding to.
Yeah, and what's key is actually the timing on the smoke here on B main, allowing
No, they're
Boo
just
to
full grouping
slip
up
a little
B.
deeper. Does have mini Boo as well.
Now
here,
he's
but
gonna ult mid.
now you're
So we're
almost
pressuring
almost
this, get
committed
3
towards
people
this side
across.
hold. Kayak gonna
Coming back B.
dimensional drift.
Ulting all the way
Back up
through.
towards main.
The problem being now,
Seeing
like I said,
people
these
on
committed
site.
positions now become a little concerning if they can't get away from sight.
This is getting tough. Boo is surrounded here, and the great paranoia.
That's a really nice
He's been
Valorant
pinned
by
down already.
Fnatic.
Kayak was on a mission there. With Alpha removing Mini Boo at the same time, they got caught. They got punished for those 4 positions. And the other 3 were the over towards that A site. A brutally long road to come back in on Fnatic, playing a gorgeous
So
game of
this might
Valorant
teach
currently.
Heretics.
And Heretics do
Interesting.
damage.
Heretics
They feel
picking
almost
defense. I mean,
absent to these rounds.
you're kind of asking
holding
somewhat for
these
this.
rifles now.
You're both
Rian's
playing
down on
double
14
duelist,
HP.
no Senti. Picking
Round
defense.
4 purchase
It's a
isn't going to
choice.
be there if everybody falls. Looking
So
like
that's some
back-to-back
early
zone
cooking by
flawless rounds
Fnatic.
here for Fnatic.
And that's
Like I
like
said, yeah,
what a Yoruwalt round
Heretics
should
kinda
look
need
like.
to make a call here
Right,
on
like
kinda trying to
send the
anchor
Yoru
that side
one
there.
way on his own to find this info. Come in
Has
up to the
2
site,
members.
and the rest of you go the other way.
Again, early rounds, you can let some of these fakes kind of slip through the nets.
Problem for Heretics there is they didn't
Kind
even.
of
I
on
mean, they
that,
wouldn't
though,
have
I do
seen the
wanna
Yoruwalt
highlight
till it was actually on the
how
B
good
side.
Boo's been at that mid-rounding normally. It's one of his strong suits that I love to
So
watch.
Heretics
I
here,
think he's a very
they're probably
cerebral
gonna need
player.
to
But when I
maybe even
say
take an
the
early timeout, but they're gonna need
Heretics
to
have
be
been
more
shut out, I
proactive
don't even mean
mid-round.
it just
Because again,
theoretically. I
Fnatic
mean,
are gonna
looking
play
at the
very,
numbers
very
here,
slow.
like, only Boo has
So
drawn
you're gonna
one.
need to at some point
That's it.
push
Everyone else
something
is
in the
sat
mid-round.
on 0.
You know, get information
Yet
of
to give
like
up those
what's
starting
actually
blocks.
going on.
This just feels like there's no opponent on the server. Fnatic just having complete freedom, carte blanche with whatever they want to do.
Now they've kind of got a weird mixed buy.
If that trend does continue here, so if actually Heretics might try and put something in motion outside. Hey, this time around there's members
So
of
again,
Fnatic
just the missed a
punish
haunt
such
and
a play.
into
I think as well in this
Instead of
round,
thinking
Heretics
that
probably
no
feel
one
as if
must
they
be
need
there.
to send out some fact finders.
Again, I don't know
figure
if
out what
that's
the
just a
default
hard
looks
read
like.
by Fnatic or
But we've been
I
seeing
mean,
the
obviously
pacing
a
Fnatic
bit of a
have been playing
mistake.
with. It has
Okay,
been
there you
deep,
go. This is
and
the
that's
kind
a
of
nice
like.
way to pick up. A bit messy from Alpha there.
And now I
So
want to see
love
Boo
those
push
bit of
into B
work.
main, which he has done.
Maybe
Titan Ward,
Alpha's
thanks
maybe
for the
the position for a
sub.
weapon for Boo potentially. You can already see that the rotation's
Thanks for the tier 1.
trying to support this A side. Benji is here.
So this is good by Boo. This is what they need to do, right? Like get aggro. Okay, they're starting to be a bit more proactive,
Doesn't
which
get
is good.
affected, but he notes presence. They are all going up towards this. Look towards events as the player on the other side. Completely
But when you're in a 4v4, there's gonna be gaps.
This is methodical.
Well exploited by Fnatic.
Mechanical from Fnatic. Look at this! Heretics not even getting a
only has a
glance
classic on
into
the
this.
site.
Boo recovered the weapon off the body of Alpha, but he's on the wrong side of the map. The only one here
I
is
haven't actually
Rienz
cleared
with
this,
a classic. Mike, he's good. I don't think he's that good.
Wow. If they get a couple for free here, it doesn't even look like Kayak will give him the chance.
Jesus.
Do save again?
It's looking clinical.
He doesn't have to, but
Fnatic, whether Boo's going to be able to find anything crashes to remove any hope
it's
here in round 4.
a very good start for FNC.
First time we've really seen Heretics go exploring to, like I said, try and figure out what the back line looks like.
So yeah, they avoid a Fade Horn,
No
and I
surprise
guess
to see a timeout called this early on here. You need to see some sort of adjustment because again here.
Again, if you're
I guess
Heretics,
the
you
body
don't
in
have
hand is Benji
to.
to come up and pick the slack up and there's just a
I don't think
huge
they
gap
need
in
to go for these aggro plays right off the rip to try and take space like they did there. I think they can afford to. You can afford with Fnatic. You know they're gonna be slow a lot of the time, right? You know that a lot of the hits are gonna come, you know, less than 40 seconds essentially. So you can wait a bit, you know, and kind of see what they do first. Eventually they'll have to do something first, and then you can kind of react to that and, you know, try and push some space elsewhere, you know, and yeah, they're probably going to be in like a 1-3-1, or the 3 is going to be somewhere on the map. But if you can run into one of the 1s and kill them, and then know like, oh, well, they're not going here, they must go that way.
I'm preparing the bits for glazing.
Thank you, Beta here. The evil twin brother of Alpha here. Kayak has won 2/3 of his fights against Benji Fishy, diffing him in 16 of their 24 duels.
If they can continue, well, I was going to say continue doing this sort of thing, looks like they're potentially
I mean, some of those could just be fucking shot in the back of the head, never had a chance.
Yeah, because Heretics almost play themselves out of some of these rounds if they can't, you know, pin down somebody for an opening engagement. Almost
Again,
here
waiting for
again.
that fade util.
I mean, both duelists on this side of the map.
Seem to have a very good
Side
idea of
Rienz. They all go up, but playing so deep that it's not going to ping anything.
how that works. Does he get over aggressive
Exchange,
here?
I guess if you know that they're playing deep, maybe off even just that previous round, okay, push a
And what's
player
key
up.
here is coming out of the timeout, Fnatic almost anticipating some sort of set piece or aggression.
Lovely
Spike
synergy.
actually left in spawn this time around.
But they've replaced that question mark for Fnatic now on
So
both
again,
sides of the
it's
map. So it's
pressure
very
on
hard. They
A.
have to send bodies, they have to fully commit, which
TP
they're
ready?
doing here.
Okay, but this
So
is
they
good.
attempted
This
it
is the
towards
kind
A,
of stuff
they've
that
been
they
kind
need
of
to be doing,
traded
right?
out on
This
that, so
kind
it
of...
goes back towards Fnatic's favor.
They made
as they
some
do
noise
currently have
here.
Kayak in position.
Let's react.
Here, it's been traded back towards Heretics' side. They've got B main, but
Get
something
in B
they don't
main,
like.
get
Boo's
some
reading
info.
this as it's not probably going to be B until
Now
maybe
the TP
Rienz
comes
calls
back
support.
across.
Now, seeing this boom bot, this should
Unfortunately,
be
they've
enough
read
of
this
a worry,
as
surely.
the
but
other way
Boo is
around.
fully committing towards this idea that it's going to be towards A. That's a lot of faith in Rienz and Benji to be able to do anything to hold back this 3-2 split here. The power does not connect, but Rienz
That's a
needs
big,
to call in.
big
Yeah.
win as
Okay.
well to throw out the seas
Now
out
the
the
rotates start to get to the right spot. Now that we're
Oh,
less
dear.
than 30.
Rienz might be in trouble here as a bouncing
That's a bit too
Alpha
slow.
flies
And
over.
they
His
aren't
Chronicles
watching
claim
Heaven
the
at
kill,
all.
But now Benji should be noted. That Viper util.
Should
And he's
die.
going to do well, but there's a trade coming in. These splits are completely
Wow.
uncontested. Heretics need to get a grip on this, and they can't stop the rot. Boo!
So again, just got the wrong read here. Did Boo?
They can't get a grip on Fnatic.
Again, this is like Heretics
Didn't even
playing
catch it in the
to
fray there, but
normal
Webbo's has
speed
slipped the net once
teams,
again.
where you re-clear
Another
B,
issue
there's
identified
nothing
here.
there. Oh, well,
Heretics
we're at like the
defense.
minute mark, so
And
that
it
that
just feels
team
like
must be
Fnatic
going
just
A.
have-
But you're
Well, I
playing
mean,
against
that's Heretics by the
Fnatic,
balls,
so
to be
it's
honest with you.
always 30
There's no
seconds slower.
space whatsoever. Even Kayak coming through.
But that's the kind of thing
catches
that
somebody
Fnatic
in
are
rotation.
like playing off, right? Like they're playing off the fact that Most teams don't play this slow.
Early off the starting block here for Heretics. Need a couple to make this honestly doable in the second half as well.
And look, I was giving kind of a surprise marker towards Boo's struggle to try and deal with these approaches from Fnatic, but I guess I have to then flip that coin and put the credit towards Boaster with some of his calling here. Has been great. It feels like
Now again,
Heretics can't be on the
Fnatic have
right
barely
side of the map
touched mid.
ever.
No.
They've basically been, you know,
No,
they've had like a
it's
couple like
double-edged
late
sword, really, damned if you
lurks
do,
up
damned if
here,
you
or
don't.
you know, like sending people
You can't
there
really
kind
justify
of late.
now
But the
being in
start
an
of these
awful
rounds are
position
always,
financially. To time and time again.
you know, starting over towards
Kind
A.
of
But again,
force the
look,
issue and get
40
aggressive, but
seconds gone. We have taken essentially
things
no
to keep your eye
space.
on is obviously some of these utility wins that, you know, seeing the reveal, that creating a window of opportunity.
And again, this is the
Now
thing,
boom bot coming out.
Fnatic basically use time as a resource just to create
Open with all that attention drawn on the extremities, Mark,
pressure,
it's just
essentially. Especially when you're playing with no Senti, that can
this round maybe not so much of a problem.
be a
because
bit
it is
of an
just on
issue.
those pistols, right, trying to make something happen for themselves.
if we get a bit of
But once
an
again, we're seeing players in
uncoordinated.
events, we're seeing players slip up towards heaven. We saw that last time around for Boaster. They found such a flaw in
And
Heretics.
again,
Heretics can't seem to
creating,
fix
I
it.
mean, bro,
They're running
Heretics,
low
what
on
are we
time here,
doing?
Fnatic, but they're still dropping the bodies. It's Rian's to find Kayak, but the spike
we
does need to
TP'd
get
across
towards
the
A.
map.
20 seconds now. Maybe the clock could be
Okay,
the factor.
never mind.
Rian's
Fnatic
land
are
some
trolling. You don't have time to go
bad
here.
shots.
Oh.
I mean, okay, Carpet's rolled out towards B. Got to get there fast with the spike. But they should have time for this.
If he
one.
lived,
I don't think it's a
if this
problem.
guy
Rian's
won that
can't
fight,
even get there in time.
they lose the round.
I mean,
They
I've
fucking-
not seen a player like this.
That could have been a you can't go
Well,
beat now if he
quite
fucking
some
killed
time.
him there.
To this extent.
See if they can maybe reset here coming into the buy round.
Why is mid always open? Because they're essentially Fnatic are
from
like
a macro
again.
standpoint,
It feels like
Fnatic
Heretics. They are
total
just not
control.
used to like the time being
it's
this
night
low,
and day, isn't
right?
it?
So when Fnatic start pressuring towards A with 40 seconds left,
rough, really,
they're
to
like
think about
like
Benji's
for
task
most
here in
teams
terms
that would
of
be like, well, they must be going
swinging
A.
back and forth, or
So
whether
everyone
they just
fucking
commit
floods
him
across to
towards
A.
mid.
They don't watch mid.
Especially
Heretics
now the
maybe
buy
are
round's
used to
going
playing with a
forward.
Sentinel where, you know, they would have a
last
trip
round,
here or
Chronicle
something or
or
have more
whatever, be there.
information. I'm kind of shocked we haven't seen a timeout because you are getting like thoroughly, like royally fucked here.
very
If you're Heretics,
passive,
you are getting
patient
like
approach here to
royally
the
fucked.
attacking half of Split. And probably pretty frustrating for Heretics as well.
Like he
feel like he
needs
gets
to
played
go
the game.
crazy. This
It
guy
is
here.
just pretty solid work, Mini Boo.
See, that's the thing though.
First to
He
get any
can't like
committed contact,
him
but if anything,
TPing,
he's
and now we've got a
now.
massive question mark here.
So far, this is the right
Right? If they
Yeah.
put this wall up at
First
any
time.
point,
I was going to say, Heretics send a Prowler out, and actually they're ready with the paranoia, but you
They
gotta
might have
argue
jumped
it's
the gun.
a little early.
Yeah, they really could have jumped the gun on this one because they were in the right place for it. Oh my god.
oh
Boo
well, it was a nice
tries
try.
to get away. Doesn't quite make it too far as Boaster finds him in the end.
But now what do they
Pulling
do?
off
They
the
find the
noogie,
first
but
kill
it's
again.
Not quite it.
They have
That's
Euro
gonna
ult
force
again.
Knight to pop the ult. 45 seconds,
gonna
they
see
need
two
info,
players
and they've
here.
just found boatloads of it. They know
gonna
the
see two
paranoia
players
came
there
from
and one on
IB,
the
they see
site.
two towards heaven. They've got a great idea. Nice little drive-by from
Nice
Benji.
trade, though.
But Kayak now making
Don't
his
have the
presence
spike.
known.
Gotta go.
It's a 3v2.
Spike's
That's a
not
3v2.
Certainly
This is
Heretics can support this nice ult. That should identify
this
two of them
might
here.
win the
Actually set up
round.
Mini Boo. This is big work. Love
Okay, they
move
should
from
win
Heretics
now.
on
You
the
shouldn't
fly
really have
sort of
time.
play. Quick synergy between the both. Oh, what? How did
when we're
Fnatic still
fighting
win
when we
this?
gotta run.
Maybe a little overzealous
Oh,
here.
there's 24 seconds left, guys. Just run at that point. After you get that first kill, just fucking get out of there. Get out of there. They're fade ulted. Get out of
I
there.
mean, Fnatic have to do a lot of
Oh.
work to re-establish control of mid here and then the spike. You'd almost expecting Heretics to take a breath here.
One enemy remaining.
The ult comes through. I think actually Miniboo got his ultimate as well.
Nice! Let's go!
Again, benefit of hindsight short. Maybe just a slight overheat moment.
Like, if you get into a 2v2 there, right? And you just
In terms of the
fucking...
nerves,
Okay,
certainly
now you get a
something you want
timeout. If Miniboo just fucking runs back there instead of trying to take another fight, there's like 20 seconds left. They're gonna still need to like slowly come out here and get the spike. By the time they've actually got the spike, there'll probably be 15 seconds left. Miniboo runs to A, the other guy runs to B. They're gonna have to sprint up here. If you kill the guy with the spike, even if you don't kill the other guy, if you just kill the guy with the spike, you win the round. Ah, dear. And you're back on an eco. Fnatic has the best +1 man advantage win rate globally. I mean, you don't have to put excluding China. I'm going to tell you right now that will be
We have no
globally.
info on B main at all, not necessarily outside. We can catch them in B main, but
yeah,
this choke is always a little easier to lock down with a snake bite, paint shell, and a paranoia.
get cheesy, Mike. They've gone for the cheese solution. And it's actually
Nice
worked,
work.
at least to get Kayak down. Quick stack
So
towards
3
B
players
main.
stack. And again, just early round. I mean, I'd like to see Fnatic go for kind of a faster mid default in one of these rounds because they are.
Find something and a slight overstep from Boo.
They are just doing this
Punished
kind of
it,
same
create a
shit
gap
over
once
and
again.
over
You
again.
can see Heretics scrambling to find the timing on this rotation.
They're gonna go for this reclear here.
Oh no. Good
Okay,
trade.
that should give
from
him
the
the
enemy,
info,
but-
but that is
the
a gun.
brainiest wink is just a smarter FNS that can shoot.
That could be a big tool for Heretics to swing this back in their favor.
I'm a bit worried though. Woot's had a really quiet half here. He might feel a bit cold.
Okay, has Razor. They should win. They should win.
Big shot on
Close is gonna be
So
scared.
basically, a final win from Fnatic isn't choke from Heretics.
Cheese might be able to spot him out.
And Rian's just fucking kills him.
Okay,
Well, Brazil
close
is
to now,
inevitable.
1v3, 20 seconds. Jump spotted out. C's there. They know they've caught him now. Should be a swing if they fancy it. They're not going for it though. 13 seconds. Boast
You
is
can
going to
get
get
one
a
and
move
die,
on
that'd
Heretics.
probably
They
be the
might be
best
about
one.
to get there first.
Rien says
They do.
no.
Off the back of Rien's. In a base safe card, Thrifty.
Upper final win from Fnatic isn't choke from Heretics. Oh no, Fnatic played very well that day,
was
but
his first
also
kill, by the way.
Heretics played very well yesterday, so.
I wasn't going to say it, but yeah. I mean, what a time to find it as well. Rien's 4 on the round for him, but a crucial kill. Oh, just spotted him, the readjustment from Rien's. Beautiful. Often the superstar for this Heretics roster.
Guys, 4 more rounds and we got this, okay?
Can they springboard
We
off
choke
that
every
one
time. We choke every time. You're nothing special. We choke every time.
in terms of their
So
approach
again,
to split.
pressure in main. Again, I'd like to see. Look, if Fnatic would have done like a faster mid default here, like this guy has no fucking chance.
Close flash here, and I mean, my eyes immediately
Okay,
go
they're
towards
going round
Benji.
this. It's fine.
And Boaster in mid
It's
here.
fine.
The timing on that is going to be crucial in terms of
It's fine.
the rotation.
Feels like until this point, Boast has been winning it out, right? His lurk timings was lovely. Woot's curiosity could
Nice
actually
spike.
get the better
You're
of
in a great spot.
Crashies. Starting to maybe get a bit of a tempo read on this, a temperature check. Boot. Don't know if he spotted Kron completely there, but still, Fnatic finally getting a fight back. 50 seconds. The tempo stills. Boaster looking to maybe open up another chance towards middle. Timing's there. Boo has to back away, but he's not alone in this. Benji wins out the fight. This time controls heaven, investing the ult on top.
Oh.
But Chronicles.
Oh, what?
2 through smoke is going to open up a site, Lauren.
Okay, I guess if we're just having these sort of rounds,
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
no.
Oh man, you thought it was maybe a chance back
Oh,
for Heretics,
no.
but Chronicle gets a gift from the gods. Leaving just Benji now to face the music.
Gag's gonna have a third ult this half.
You don't get luck as well as this scoreline, but apparently with Chronicle you do.
I mean, the first, sure. The second, though, the timing. I mean, it was eerily spooky. But it's absolutely huge.
Right.
Oh,
I
jeez.
think actually, yeah, just catching a glimpse on the edge of that smoke. It's really unfortunate. Again, whether or not that's kind of Boo at max range, putting that smoke down there, or it's intended actually to give something to watch the cross potentially, but by the finest of margins, Chronicle will punish. But Heretics back in a really rough spot in terms of the finances as well, Lauren. Guardian, 2 rifles, but Woot just on a classic.
So again, it's a similar sort of look, you know, just the fade kind of stuff here. They could put a clone out here, make it look like they've done B hits off that.
I mean, it's excruciating to, yeah.
Yeah. Because
Again, here comes the
we
B
know
main
caliber
clear.
of player that Heretics have. It's why you'll get
And
a
of course
4K
has heard
from
that.
Rien's to win you around.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right, but the difference here of capability when it comes to the team play aspect and just general knowledge
Again,
on this
they're just
map
going
is
ramp
Star,
again.
right? This is a great first pick from Fnatic, putting themselves up at 8-1. Oster wants his revenge, but see his eyes there, almost looking trained in towards the mini-map, so you've got to be careful. To smoke towards middle, and once again clearing
through again.
towards his A site. Now, unaffected, Rienz is the
Oh,
only one
the
who seems to be
fatal
firing
hit
up
no
here.
one.
Taking away Chronicle this time. Alpha looking to take space back towards Heaven. Still a lot of players here,
Gonna come
Mike. A
back.
good opportunity. But
30 seconds.
I was going to say, Heritage is conceding mid this time around. Benji up towards Rafters on B. Only a Guardian though. Still has the snake bite.
So they put stars on B.
Has to lock down Fnatic here.
These guys here.
On the
Oh,
peak.
Benji.
A little dicey here.
Oh, IRL trying to dodge it
Time.
out, trying to buy the
Boo.
time, but he's gone down. It's 10 seconds and boo.
Oh,
Not good
no.
enough. That's it. That's plant down. Kayak now going to identify how many players crossed. At least one
Why
or
are we
two.
running? Why are we
Booster.
running, Mini Boo?
Get me out of here, Mike.
Get me out of here.
this map.
Get me.
This feels like
I agree with you,
bullying.
Pansy. This is a destruction.
Good lord, it's just woo. This has been an absolute. I mean, that's a good shot here, but it's
Well, we're a little bit whiffy, but they still win.
Fnatic striding through this map.
There's nothing left up for chance by Fnatic. And even in where it looks a little, you can't even say dicey, where Heretics get a little victory.
Where's this shot through smoke?
But he's running.
Fnatic just
One enemy.
applying even further pressure.
Nice! Good job, bro!
9-1 the scoreline now. Yeah, again.
Actually, chilling, man.
What can you do on those sort of days when now what? Kills through smokes, things that aren't even planned for.
Again, we have not like mid
Ultimates
defaulted
now
once. This is the first time they're running into
firmly
this
in
setup,
favour
to be fair.
of Fnatic.
There you go.
Oh, again, the head of the snake almost.
They
Kayak
can't
will
beat
fall.
FNC when it matters. Is it a mental block or something?
Okay, you've still got Razor here.
Yep.
You can still. They might just re-hit Razor Viper Spit. Let's see. The
Against
Viper's
Fnatic,
going mid.
and now they'll have to work against the odds here. But it feels like at least slow and steady now. Should be a pretty big tell. There's a lot of presence on this B side of the map, but maybe unwilling to back away. Plenty of ults to try and cross through. Boaster's got his, Alpha's got his, Kron's got his, and a decent amount of util still
Okay,
left.
there are 3 people here.
Almost committed towards this now with 2 teammates alongside him. Can he get away?
Done it
This time
again.
around, he's
Oh.
jumped up, but he's found over the top of the box.
Are they in?
Kron
No.
caught him and they swing out as 3. Miniboo doing really well though, leaving just Kron alive, but this
Wow.
man has been doing
Guardian.
miracles.
30 seconds
But with
left.
12 HP, I don't see it. Make me a believer, Chronicle.
Quite just gets caught.
Now he's scaring the life out of me here though. Why does this feel doable? It shouldn't be, and it isn't. Rienz,
Okay.
make sure of it. As
Let's see if
Heretics
Fnatic
beat
last round, do they just fucking speed up with Yorwolves?
Stick the landing here in round 11. The best they can hope
What
for
is your
here
the
is a 9-3
Sean Gaz
half.
situation?
And again, the ultimate's still a concern for the final round here.
Like people were match fixing, then that's pretty bad.
Really. But it's 2 headshots. Yeah, actually, Boaster Crash is lining up there. I didn't even catch actually. It was a clap there.
Stun me. Good job.
Was completely silhouette behind Boaster.
Okay,
Like I
let's
said, these
see.
ultimates still a
No,
concern
it's not
going
going to
into
be
the final
fast. Are
round.
they going to go for a fake? Gonna do
This
the
time,
There's
Kayak
another TMV
on
call.
his feet, so can maybe
Fake last round as well.
set
Fake
that in
pistol.
motion ahead of a site hit here.
Play normal for 10 rounds. Fake last round.
Hitting on both sides. Miniboo going to be
Oh.
backing away. Woot's isolated here. He could wait. Woot's not cleared. Oh my god, okay. Woot's paint shell does incredibly well. You can have the ult on top, but it doesn't quite find it.
I mean, you
with
have to
his
use your
ult
ults
coming
here.
in. Now Fnatic eyeing up the A side of the map here. And Heretics backing away, buying time for rotation. When I say Heretics, it's Miniboo.
Problem is your Yoru is
Well,
late.
this time around, Heretics have found fortuitous timing towards heaven. Benji's still here. No pressure through mid this time around. It's all in from Fnatic.
Yeah, Kayak investing that ult, but it's Chronicle to alleviate
Oh,
on the
bro,
pressure. But
Kayak.
Miniboo gets dealt with. Kayak
Now,
and
if they
Kron
can cross the
against Rienz,
spike-
Boo and Woot. Both of the Fnatic players.
has Viper's Pit.
Chronicle wants the ult. It's a bit more safety here.
Give
Waits
the
for it to
spike
bloom.
across.
It's over the spike. Let's Kayak get to work. Plant gonna come in. Rien's controlling.
It's covered so much space there, Lauren.
I think it's in the
He
pit.
does, and Kron is eyes trained on CT.
Could get spammed out here though. You've got to be careful. Hold on to a weird off angle in front of screens here.
Toxin screen down.
That Prowler's just come in. That should be Rien's noted, and there's a gap here for Kayak to watch. Now he's not going to see Boo just yet. Boo's dived in, swinging at the same time. He puts it on Kayak, drops down. Boo was waiting, and Heretics still in.
Okay,
this
9-3.
by the finest of margins.
So then that's pretty good for Fnatic. Ooh, E! FNC! Ooh, E! Yeah, no early payout. Unlucky. Boost me. Like a tier 2 NA player. I miss the jiggle physics. I miss your old name. El Tropico. Or whatever the fuck you're called now. Man U or Tottenham for the Europa League. I think Man U will win. Maybe Heretics has good attacking ideas. Very possible.
How did Woot see that?
I don't know. I don't know, Jeff. Remember when EMEA didn't have a halftime break? Remember the good old days before halftime breaks were everywhere? And we just used to go from one half straight to the other half? Remember those days? Those were the days. Finesse did retire, yes. Or Phoenix, as you called him, yes. He did retire. Arsenal scored? Hold on, let me see. Oh, what a shot. Declan Bloody Rice.
How you want to come out of the first half of the best of 5 on map 1, but Heretics, like I said, just constantly on the back foot. That's interesting. Mr. Round stack. I mean, this is 1.16 kills on average for Kayak.
I remember an ace that will up that sub.
Again, actually even kicking off here.
Obviously, if you're Heretics here, you gotta win this one to have a chance.
See if that confidence has been knocked here on the side of Heretics. Just Chronicle really wants to take contact if it came, but actually Heretics under a little timing here.
Okay, we're gonna get a full A retake.
Fnatic poising towards a retake.
The util they still have left quite a lot. Got Alpha's kit, Crashies. Obviously the Prowler has been utilised, but that paint shell very much in play.
Could see his
How
nade.
disconnected Boo is though. He's so paranoid of a late lurk.
After the lurks, they've been coming in against them on the first half. You don't know if blame them really. But it is going to be go time right about now. The layers of utility go in, and Alpha is flying straight away, and no one is looking his way! You
another
can't
nade.
let Alpha go unchecked like this!
Well, now he doesn't.
Ooh, putting up the best stat he can, but he's 5 HP! Oh my god.
Oh,
You've
how?
got something for him!
Oh. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Trust, trust, believe, believe, believe.
NT!
It's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Look, it's because we went 20 seconds in the future. We gotta slow down a bit. This is UK internet we're talking about.
Timed perfectly off the paint shell as well. Alpha.
Okay, that should be the map.
Satchel round.
The map's over anyway, guys. Fucking, I'll do a sideshow like yesterday.
Earlier on from there, but the utility.
I changed my name because I felt like it and I wanted a name that reminded me of the best time of my life when I lived in South America. That's why I wanted a Spanish-sounding name.
Oh my goodness, guys, killing everyone!
Tech Pause.
It's double
Pause
digits
for me.
already
Okay,
here.
we just go for the mini boo
for
outlaw.
Fnatic. Long road back in for Heretics. Gonna choose to invest here, so let's see whether or not Miniboo can get anything done. It's actually donated across here from Wu.
So same setup that we saw before.
Oh,
we got one.
first, but Kayak
Now can
actually,
he defend that gun?
Setup paying off for them. Be careful now.
Yeah.
Headbutt the nade.
There was a little window of chance there for them, wasn't there?
Okay, they pick up the outlaw.
So,
There
the outlaw
are
gets passed
one
over.
light shield left. Just crashes on A.
Crashies does need to be cautious, right? He's the one on the 25, so that lighter
Gonna
shield.
reclear mid.
Now it's on Woot to try and make that work for themselves. He is within this pack, so could be a chance here for Woot.
That's a walk in this.
Kind of fucking flash and recall style.
Yeah, that smoke's going to drop to the terrible surprise. Or is there just a flash to come out? No, they're going to wait.
No,
for the
they
drop
take their
potentially.
time. I think that's the right choice against classics. There's no need to
It looked
fucking.
like they were going to walk all the way
Yeah, it
through.
did.
But
There's no need to walk a smoke.
There's the drop, and there's a connection. Kai needs to back from this, though, as they try and close down. They didn't expect Chronicle. You don't get a fair fight today, it looks like. Fnatic in full form here. The first map of the finals, getting to 11 like it's nothing.
barely breaking the
Stinger
sweat so far.
ADS.
See, Heretics now will come back in on a purchase. I think maybe Miniboo just thinks there's a little more space to swing into here. Wouldn't matter too much anyway. I believe there's still a player up towards heaven watching across. Well, obviously, after the donation in the previous, only a Stinger here. Actually, Fnatic very frugal as well in terms of the approach. Yeah, it's feeling pretty awkward now.
Gonna swing it? No. Oh, wow.
Every single response from Fnatic is just doubling down on what Heretics are able to achieve.
It's like, oh, we get the first pick called nut traded.
I mean, you think back to the first half, on the extremities, it's always a man to the good for Fnatic. There's always a 2v1 for them.
Oh, that missed him somehow.
Benji could slip this here. Crashy's still looking back, but just missing each other.
Still got, that's lovely from Benji, but
And the timing couldn't be better. The
caught
they
by
caught the
Rien's
perfect
pick. That
timing
opens
into
up
the
gates
perfect timing.
completely. That's the A site for them. And look at the weaponry that Chronicle and Alpha have. I mean,
Unlucky.
Well, Alpha's got a Vandal at least. And Alpha's
Well, they
got
kind of betrayed you there.
taking a stroll. Tron, slowly but surely heading through towards CT, but Alpha's not being quiet about this. He's being rather pacey. That's about to drop here. He's got two potential targets, one right, one left. He wants to set up the paint shell. Thought about sending it to side, didn't. And now the cross should be the death of him. He does go down, a little labored. It was Rien's to help out.
You're really here for Chronicle. You want to see him do some damage.
Yeah. Identified two of them up towards heaven, potentially, so, okay. Ooh, he was close on that second two. So, held off from 12, Heretics.
Don't give me a fake comeback.
Another
Just
back. Look,
let's end this.
Again, there's a couple of maps in this veto that will sit more one-sided to one team. Again, even when you look at Icebox, Fnatic haven't been particularly looking towards that more often than not. However, I guess one of the wins was against Heretics. Out of the two games they played this year. So it is a bit tricky to guess it, but this one, I need to see Heretics warm into it a bit. Start looking like, as said, one of the best from what? 2024. Need a bit more from them. A little bit of life there. Fire up a bit. I mean, we still got Boo on 3 kills. Benji on 6. You know, it's still not quite enough here. If we get Fnatic snowballing confidence, you get nervous. Now, though, another opportunity to stave off that 12th round.
Okay, Boaster with just the stinger. Oh.
Bottom mid here. Kayak's going to progress any further than this.
That's Kayak's second TP.
Who's got some reinforcements alongside him.
Well, certainly cut out now, but they're all eyes up towards the top of middle. So Kayak gets
nice.
a freebie, takes away Miniboo.
I like the aggressive swing there, not like waiting.
His 4
Go
teammates
and
still standing.
make something happen.
Could do
You're playing
enough.
your.
So they've got no progress towards middle. The extremities now you look towards. Benji trying to win out that fight towards ramp, but you've got confident players against you, willing to take chances. Maybe sometimes they shouldn't. The contact made and Crashes now. Should be cautious.
Okay, they somewhat got the right read, and
tries
now
to
they
get
definitely will. With that,
Yeah,
Alpha's
timing
probably
on
going to
this
rotate here.
is purely from Crash. He's feeling a little bit of pressure. Doesn't know exactly the picture behind this. Actually, oh, hang on, Chronicle.
Chronicle takes a
Almost
very
caught a nice
aggressive
timing on
swing.
the back lines here, but unable to pin anybody down.
There we go, Crashies. He's had a quiet game, so he hasn't been needed. This would be the time to start showing up here, show a little
He's gonna
presence,
have to
show
do
a
this
little
on his own,
force.
Crashies.
No util to play with just the weapon in hand, and his side
Flank
currently
Kayak,
controlled by
does he check
Heretics.
it? Yes.
He's got problems, but Kayak's helping him out. Vu's gone down, and now they're wrapped on the pillar. He knows where they are,
Wow.
and he's
Well
taken
played
them
by
away.
Crashies.
This was his site.
Well played by Crashies, and that will be that.
In control now.
Thank you for saving me of the fake comeback as well,
So
Crashies.
disciplined on these beats, and it's only really the smoke, the supportive smoke actually, that allows him to slip a little deeper. Buying a little time for Kayak to come through.
Because Kron there is trying to perhaps win the round when he doesn't need to.
Unfortunately, just caught completely off guard. Kayak sitting at 26 and 5, by the way.
26 and 5.
Outrageous to have this sort of performance in the first map of a best of 5.
It's very impressive. It really is with Kayak.
No, they just go for the full B exec.
And Heretics gotta dig deep now.
But there,
You
here they got
Stingers,
4
you
players
got
here for
Sheriffs,
this.
You got Guardians, and 1 Vandal. Oh!
And Kayak blindly with the TP
Doesn't matter the weaponry. He's in the
spams
right place,
2
right time.
blind. I mean, the first one's
this
free
map.
because he knows where the Yori TP is going, but the second one
Sitting there
through
waiting
the
for
smoke.
TP to come through. Didn't catch the second, but 2 freebies here to kick
Just
off
end
round
this
17.
Heretics. Just fucking run in. Just
Whoop, Boo, and Riens to try and recover this, but 5 standing for Fnatic, Lauren.
27 and 5. Give him an ace. Give him 30 and
If you
5.
see him, run, flee on site sort of orders, and the map's not looking so big anymore, right? Like, let's say they try, let's have a little wander through sewers. Well, that wouldn't have been a great idea, but it looks like they're trying to split back towards B, but we can see the bodies here. It's a gamble stack, and it's correct. I mean, Crashies has heard nothing, so he doesn't need to call for support. He's fine in this. Tell them to wait, see if they can keep their composure and keep their cool in this read that's right. 25 seconds, there's not much room to pivot. It's fight forward. Try and fight fire with fire. Fnatic have got all the players in the right place here, and Chronicle is clean today. He's got both, and it's Bosa to sign it. And
GG. Yeah, that was kind of a destruction right there from Fnatic. Now next is Icebox, which, look, if Fnatic win Icebox, we could just get a 3-0. Which honestly would be quite surprising, I guess. Whose map like that? That was Fnatic's map. The thing is, though, Fnatic basically just have to win. I mean, Fnatic should win Fracture as well. So if they can win one of the other 3, they should be good. Because on Fracture, Heretics kind of looked a bit clueless. So yeah, and I mean, if Fnatic are playing in that kind of form and Kayak's playing in that kind of form, then you know, forget about it. Yeah, that was kind of a stump. Hold on. Blackpath. Jordan. Fuck. Which one's Jordan? That's Styria.
Do you think FNC could
Where's
win
Henry?
Masters in this form? Are they as good as G2?
Yeah, they could do. I still would like to see them have a bit of a change of pace from time to time. You know, to throw in a bit of a different wrench. But yeah, I mean, look, if Chronicle, if Kayak's playing like in this form, then yeah, they definitely have a chance. Right, here's Hungary. How do we get to Jordan? What does Hungary border? Only Austria, right? So it has to go Austria, Germany, Poland, Russia, China, Afghanistan, Iran. Iran, Turkey, Iraq, Saudi, and one of the, is that the UAE? Is this Jordan? Which one's Jordan? It was you. It always goes Afghanistan, China, Russia. They fucking love it. They fucking love it. Everyone's the same. Let's play travel. Let's play the harder version. Austria to Lebanon. Okay, very similar. Okay, so Lebanon. Lebanon, Syria, Turkey. What's the fastest way? Turkey, Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary? Maybe. Could be something through Greece, but I don't know. Boom. Boom. Not Iraq too. 7,000 miles. Now Tonga was 9,000, so 7,000. I mean, could be over here. Could be something like El Salvador. 1,260. Okay, could be a Caribbean island. Could be something like Haiti. It's close to El Salvador, then Haiti. Maybe like Ecuador. Ecuador is adjacent. I don't think it'd be Colombia, so therefore it should be Peru. In 5, not bad, not bad. Those ones are pretty tough. Because it's tough to pick a reference country, because you're, well, yeah, but not bad. Not bad. Okay. Let's think. Assignment, a drill. Fire drill. Lesson plan? Area plan? Assignment plan? Exercise plan? Probably the assignment plan. Is it exercise plan? Easy plan? Drill plan? Game plan? That's not it! Fuck off. Okay. I thought for sure that would be one. I mean, almost, not quite. Close. You're warm? How is it not planned? I'm easy, flexible, I'm open to it, I'm game. Okay. Huh. It's an exercise and a lesson, a drill. I've just seen it. I did think that at the start. Excellent area 1 athletic. What is that? Area. Excellent. I don't know. You could have given me a million years. And I don't think I would have got what A might mean. Does it mean? I mean, I guess it does mean area, but can't any letter mean an area? Area X. Athletic. Is that like an American thing? A can mean excellent, like you get an A, and I mean, A can mean 1. I get that, but.
They could have given me the
I don't
answer
think
and
I
I
ever
still
would've got
wouldn't
it
know
without
WTF
getting
they're
the other
talking
one.
about.
Oh, if Newcastle lose this game, it's going to be a very interesting final day. Forest play Chelsea. He says as they have a chance to score and miss. Harvey Barnes. You're a very A streamer, TMV. See, you could have just said you're a streamer, which would also be true. I suppose your comment is a personal preference. Okay, we got the Neon from Team Heretics. We got the old classic Sage from Fnatic. Let's see what kind of cooks up here. I mean, I would think this is Heretics' best chance, but I mean, they did also lose this before to Fnatic, so who knows? Maybe we just get another 3-0. Like, if Fnatic win this, I feel like 3-0 is very much on the cards. I mean, these are the 2 maps. We're now heading into the 2 maps that Fnatic won against Team Heretics last time they played. And if Fnatic are in this good a form, then yeah. The Team Heretics not adapt to the Tail meta? They have been playing some Tail, but they've weaned themselves off it. Is how I would describe it. Okay, here we go. Don't know what Crashies is doing there. Lock in, buddy.
Back,
so Fnatic starting defense.
Many moons ago, but for Heretics, it's going to be tricky. They have to kind of resort back to that anti-plant sort of style of play, and whether or not that really suits Heretics and the way they like to defend, we'll have to wait and see.
Heretics' 5th grand finals appearance.
I like this. Look, it makes Heretics have to
EMEA.
work, even though this is on paper a strong map for them, 4-1 this year. Obviously, on the other side, 1-1, right?
Full Killjoy
so
setup on B.
If they can hold up to the test,
And insta take.
Sheriffs are out as well. Benji gonna have one. Otherwise, it's
Insta
Ghost
take of
sparring
the orb
Woot,
here.
and
I
on the
mean,
other side, 2 Ghosts, 1 for Alpha, 1 for Crashy. So
I thought they were
Heretics on
about
the
to just
attacking
full
side, of
rotate.
course, that
And the
mini
way
Fnatic on the
these two guys
defense.
started running,
And
I
you're
was like,
on
oh, they're
to
gonna
speed,
full
and it's
rotate
1 back
already.
to
They know.
Fnatic, and it was 13-4. So
Say Blinken, you miss it. We are on
yeah,
map 2.
yeah. Look, I don't blame
If you are
Maybe,
just tuning in.
maybe you're making a bit of dinner, you know.
But
have a
that's
beverage.
right. This is the thing, right?
You missed
Fnatic
about
won
one. But luckily
13-4,
it's
but they
best of
play
5,
so
and here
slow.
on Icebox, we yet to
But
even see blood draw.
it's still like a normal time. That's how slow Fnatic are.
So,
Not even a wingman plant. They actually just plant.
Full 5v5 here.
So Fnatic played retake on their first
Post.
pistol. They now just play
The
retake
information
again.
here for Crashies to act upon. Heretics sit back looking pretty comfy here. No
See,
flank
what have
coming
they got?
through either.
Yep, about to mention Rien still had that shock dart, just gets utilized. First bit of stall towards the spike here.
Salvos.
Heretics not feeling pressured
Maybe we
until
can't
now.
go back into the salvos.
My God,
Nice.
right until now, what the hell? Finding both the wall goes up, looking to try and chip that
Oh,
down.
they
but
reinforced. It's over.
you
It's,
got
it's
Wingman
legit
doing
over.
what Wingman does, a boost, and he got the knife off. He does
Wow.
the best he can, but it's not good enough. A patient retake works so
I mean, the
well.
plans here from Fnatic are looking
unfortunately,
pretty
able to
fucking
reinforce.
lovely.
There's a small window to punish that wall, and in the pistol round, it's so tough. Especially when you lose 2 players as quickly as they did.
Ooh, ah, ee.
The grand reveal off the wall. Salvos coming through, forcing a couple of members of Heretics forwards.
I mean, great
See here,
salvos
Miniboost just in no
into the
man's land.
flash.
Desperately trying to slide around.
Jover
The
TH.
mutual layering is actually really nice.
Holy guacamole! I'm the classic!
Holy guacamole. It's a big call. And this could be a big punish. Crashy's got to be cautious. Does get out with
So
his life.
Crashy's
We can
is,
see how quickly those gaps can get shut
Trying to
down.
farm those
when you have
orbs,
Miniboo
which can be
playing that
risky
neon. So
again.
you
I
do
mean,
need
like
to
if
be
Miniboo
very,
did
very
just full
careful with your
sprint,
timing, but for
you
now,
might be able to catch
no harm,
him.
no foul.
But maybe not. I don't know.
Fnatic can keep themselves in
Not
the right
really
place
that
here.
aware of the timings with
Miniboo
Neon.
does have a sheriff. Everyone else on Heretics just down on those classics, so going through the motions. Do need to kind of
This is
acquaint
kind of
themselves.
Jar
with
Jar
what they're gonna be
Blink
dealing with
3D.
up
Thanks for the
against
14
Fnatic, right?
months.
This is a very different composition.
14
Very,
months.
very different.
Wow,
Will
that's
come.
almost a
Sasuke,
year.
all good. Rihanna
Also,
and Miniboo
Chelsea
have fallen.
totally making
They steal
CL
most
this
of the
year.
site here, really.
I mean, you are
On
like
those extremities, even being
technically
pressured, it's all
correct.
very much
14
one-way
months is
traffic.
almost a year.
Benji and Woot. Good luck.
I mean, I've had a
It's fine.
I've had a fucking nightmare again.
Could be
I
easier.
fucking,
And
in fact,
Inzone
this was
for
chat
Fnatic
telling me
too.
to pick
Right,
Areola
ready for
instead of
Fnatic
fucking
today.
Riot.
InZone are loving them. They're loving them. Couldn't ask for a better outcome. But look, this is where it needs to start here for Heretics.
I've been
They've gotta
betrayed.
get acquainted and reaccustomed to dealing with these compositions or this style of approach that Fnatic wants. But you gotta learn fast.
But Chelsea
You can't
also
let it go
are not
like that
making
one.
Champions League. What the fuck is that shot?
Christ.
Disgusting.
The hell?
Oh my word.
What?
He's so good today. Like, he's always been good, but like, this is
I mean, yeah,
a
he's
little on
looking
top.
gifted today. Gonna continue to be an issue for Heretics.
And walk down to Benji.
Actually, a walk down mid here. Fnatic. Benji unable to really punish that, but
Now destroy turret. We
back
saw
in the space.
Team Liquid try this a
Poison
couple
orb.
times yesterday.
Did catch a glimpse of Chronicle.
But again, it's full retake B.
Damage trade-off
Again,
here.
they're trying to aggro mid.
Fnatic heavily prioritizing mid here. Maybe trying to catch a,
Oh, now they're
I guess, the
drifting now.
backside of this
For the
site
wrong
exit.
read.
Yeah, this is tough though for Crash.
Are we experiencing 2-tier gaps in a row between Liquid, Heretics and now Fnatic? Heretics final curse Sag.
Spotted there. He's caught a glimpse. Think that was a Woot potentially.
Um,
But Heretics being helped.
it's difficult to know on any given day.
They're not fighting into it yet. They're happy to play on these retakes. We know what they're going to be going for here. Heretics will be able to get this plant uncontested thus far.
Again, a ton of util. Most notably, obviously, Kayak and Chronicle.
So they save the salvos here.
Crashy's all
Just drawn
Might pave
close,
the way
make
here
sure no
with the
one's
drone.
pushed up.
Here we go.
And now we'll
Here
get
comes that
salvos
flood. You
coming
can
in.
see it. Rien's on the
Goes to
forefront
dice
of
first.
this.
That could be
Woot
big.
doing
That's
well,
no
but it's
Viper wall.
Crash. She's off the back of the flash. Rien's
And
still
they're a
holding the
little
line.
slow with the flash.
Bro goes in and takes
This
away
is where
the
like you're
crosshair
missing the
positioning, and
duelist,
now Boo gets
although maybe not.
overwhelmed. Fnatic breaking back in. Miniboo and Benji still alive, but
Nice
hold
angle.
this down.
How,
It's not
bro?
clean enough. Crash is on a heater. 3 kills for him and putting the man advantage towards
How,
Fnatic.
man? How has Crashy got that kill?
Fnatic converting the bonus.
back to back Alfier will be the last man standing, but a round 3 nonetheless.
Is this what Fnatic looks like with a purpose in these sort of finals? They want to get Crashes to win that trophy, that regional trophy that seemed to evade him for so long, and good God, they are on a mission.
This is even with Wu finding a kill ahead of actually this retake getting started, Lauren. So then the util, like I said, heavily
Should not be able to get that
in
kill.
terms of isolating kills.
I choose you as a man this game. Go on.
Applying pressure and pushing Heretics further and further away from that post plant.
You can do no wrong. This feels like Crashes is ult already. And the other side's still pretty far.
No,
off.
they're not
Kayak
on the tail
building
nerf
towards
patch.
his obviously a very valuable piece in the puzzle. Outlaw on deck and a lot of light shields to punish. Do have Miniboo with that stinger.
Okay, we're now just gonna get a full 5-stack run into B.
Benji on a Marshall. I mean,
I've
it's,
put this
it's
killjoy
crazy
util
seeing
here a couple
Heretics
times where it's
this
like
lost
deep.
so far without an answer because they are
Almost like
such a
waiting for
good
this
team.
push.
We know that they're a good team, but here they are not even getting started. Boast are gonna find
Just let
Blue.
FNC win so TH can lock in and get back their form.
Did we find that
security on
through
the side.
kitchen?
Looking
Yeah.
for another goal.
Oh, right, even Boast is fucking killing us.
Big
Okay,
impact.
Benji.
Yeah, up against the lighter weapons, but give him one of those. Rien's and Benji
Somewhat
at least got the time
normalizes
on
it,
their
but-
side, but they're going to need some big boy kills here. Rien's disconnected.
got
Here's what we got from
salvos.
that eco round before with the 4 kills on the Sheriff. Just
good luck.
swings wide. It's so easy
Oh.
for Fnatic. They're making Heretics look amateur.
Oh, just looking at cut above today. A grand finals form of Fnatic. Just dialing back into some of that 2023 magic.
Yeah, good God. I didn't think we'd see this again. Genuinely, this level of dominance, I didn't think we were going to see. We obviously look at Heretics as the best of
Again, you
2024
gotta
for
get
us.
that kill on both
EMEA's, you know,
stuff. You gotta go
real
1-for-1
forefront
there,
runner.
even with eco guns.
But they're just so
Holy shit, I
lost.
look good. I look good.
You do. You're nailing it. He even swore. Oh my
Again,
God.
another first
And it's-
time out, and this is where you get into like just the death loop, right? Of like every map, you're starting off slow. You just feel like, oh fuck, they're just playing better than us. How do we get out of it? You need like someone from Heretics to just like have a fucking round, you know, just decide like I'm gonna fucking take over the game for just like a couple rounds and give everyone a little bit of blessing to just kind of wake up. Because they just seem a little scattered right now. They've been Omen ulted.
TH in finals form.
But this is the thing. Team Heretics haven't actually been... I mean, I can't remember all of them. But certainly, like, both Shanghai and Champs, it wasn't like they got battered. You know, it wasn't like they were shit. You know, they lost... Weren't they both 3-2? Like, that's... You know, that's the thing. It's not like they... Shanghai, all maps they lost were very one-sided. Honestly, I can't remember.
Few rounds
I remember
here, obviously.
Champs.
Didn't get this retake started for so long.
They really have.
Standing ahead. It's 10% above average. Okay. There's always that potential of a pace change or a look change, right? They've been playing these kind of deeper positions.
Champs,
Now,
they got saved from a
forefront.
3-1 by a Brim Molly.
Big greens out for Kayak.
Yep. Operator in
What do you mean? No, that was Chichu deflected a Brim Molly to win the round for EDG.
Heretics looking to contact up once again.
Take flight.
It's already
And all,
back in
like
that
a
rotate.
newsflash, you are allowed to
to-
use a Brim Molly. Like, you know, when you play Brim, you are allowed to use it. That is part of your...
Close enough to feel the pressure off
The
that.
next round? Yeah, the next round, that's just them using a fucking Brim Molly in a post plant. What do you mean?
But you're looking at the extra body.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, oh, they only got saved because they used their util in a post plant to win the fucking round. Oh, sorry guys, we gotta go back and undo all of G2 this year because it turns out Trent's been using the salvos for post plant this whole time, which actually isn't allowed.
Be that actually Fnatic are going to regroup here, maybe go for the resin tube. As Heretics now look to plant on 8.
30 seconds left.
Alfier back on his feet. Still bring things to level pegging here, 4v4.
You want more? Here's more.
Round of the ult going to go through. A deeper look this time. Operator
0
brings
out of 10
a shot,
rage
so they know
bait. The
that's
thing
there.
about the problem with like chat rage bait is it's like some people are that stupid in chat though, you know, so you can never tell. It's like, who am I talking to? Am I talking to a dummy?
They're gonna be able to deal with this. Heretics, you gotta get going. They're not denying the defuse.
Oh my god, he just sticks it.
The positioning. Fnatic carry on the wall. Heretics, where are you?
Nomstar, thanks for the prime.
Unanswered now, 4 successful.
You want one of the stupid ones, I'm sure.
For Fnatic. Again, Miniboo just caught off guard here, but made to look at forward, to be honest.
Fucking hell, Boaster's wide swinging us.
Crashes even
Look who it is.
through the stage
You sound stressed. I know money calms you down.
late on the util from Boo.
Thanks,
But again, some question marks behind the wall.
You're right, you're so right. I'm now completely calm.
In fact, no secrets.
So they destroy the turret with the
this
op.
round, Benji got to be careful. It's a double walkout.
And now double
Once again
walkout.
from Fnatic,
And they just fucking
yeah,
win the fight,
bests
bruh.
him this time.
Actual bruh moment. Now they
battle,
have
isn't it?
Viper's Pit, but they have
Up
Gecko
against
ult to
Alpha,
counter
but,
that.
As you said, wins it out in that 1v1. Doesn't he need the backup to it? Miniboo doing his usual route on top of the fridge, but Kaya gets to stay alive.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose
Flint the
game.
Stone,
It's
thanks for
an
the 6
FNC
months.
game.
We're not even
Got
Viper
less
Spain?
ults.
Okay,
Well,
we are.
Chronicle's got his, Boaster's got his. Here we are, away we go.
Oh,
Miniboo
bro.
can't escape.
No, I mean,
Boaster
they did
catches
use
him.
Gecko ult
He's
there.
on an absolute tear.
He's going to trade off bits here as well,
Yeah,
actually.
counter roll, and they are in this one. This is about to get really
Oh, he's
messy. Good
picking
luck,
back up the
observers.
ult.
Good luck, viewers. Oh, Woo catches Chronicle on the drive-by.
Oh my God, it's
This is
chaos.
just now absolute pandemonium.
But they got the
Fnatic
flank on
clearing
Boo.
house. Booster, someone please, someone please stop him. Back to back, ridiculous defuse is happening here. This is a nightmare for Heretics, and they can't seem to wake up.
Bruh.
We call it daylight robbery. Taking candy from a kid, to be honest with you. Another defuse stuck. With bodies still standing for Heretics.
Thing is, you know where Boo's gonna be playing in that pit.
Gap
Like,
starting to
he's
widen.
always playing there.
It's 6-0 and it's 5 defuses.
Jesus, this is an ass
Yeah,
whooping.
really starting
The
to feel the
second
heat.
time out.
Another
Woof. Woof, 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 woof. This might be, I mean, but they're trying to fucking, again, if it wasn't Fnatic playing and some team that maybe was a bit quicker at doing things, this might have been the fastest best of 5. Oh dear. But the thing is, like, all of their plans are working here, Fnatic, right? Like, whenever they're playing retake B, that's a good idea. They know what they're doing. Whenever they're playing retake A, they seem to know what they're doing. Whenever, like, they're starting off with an op shot down to destroy the killjoy turret, like, oh, that's the op, you know, now the op's gonna rotate somewhere and they're gonna swap, like normal, right? No, they're doing that so that they can fucking double push mid. Whereas normally you would destroy the turret for the op, instead they fucking switch it up. But Benji should still maybe get one kill there, and if he does, they're still in a good spot. But he doesn't,
Durka back
because
in
they
his
can't
box,
win a
right,
fucking
made
fight.
him unplayable on this map, which was a rare thing itself. But Fnatic finding solutions.
Now we're
where
getting
others
desperate
simply
enough to
could
go
not.
mid.
Heretics just
create a little bit of a question mark on mid here, but there's actually nobody on the other side for Fnatic
Okay, he
to
did
really
see this over there.
feel that pressure. Operator noted nice
Isn't
and
this
early
like last year where FNC missed the first international, then looked god, split one, then lost 2 matches and went out in the second international?
Yeah, they did go. Did they go straight home? I can't remember, but they definitely went out early after starting in the playoffs.
It's just contacting up so far. I mean, a little bit of util now invested as they look to burst through.
What is that shot?
It's quick as hell. And Crashy still holds a lot of space on the side here. They can play back in towards backside.
He still gets a kill.
Crashies gets away with murder playing this out.
Okay,
not coming up
Benji's
there
the
for
Benji's
Chronicle.
looking in a little
Benji
bit.
quick on his feet, taking
Never
the
mind.
fight back, but an overpeak almost. Desperation, frustration being shown. Is left in the cold, iced out on this map. Boo
30
left in a
seconds
1v3, and it feels fatal to even walk on the site.
Boo can find a consolation here. Again, got to try and chip away at the financial lead that just shows an
Bruh,
elbow.
bruh,
Oh,
it's a destruction.
This combo between Kayak and
Which is
Crashy,
crazy to
yeah.
think
I mean,
that
it's
yesterday
the
we
fact
were
that
watching
Minibu
Team
gets caught on the
Heretics
cross, but the slow and the
destroy
salvos,
Liquid.
the coverage is
Like
insane.
absolutely fuck them.
And look, if we're starting to a bigger game now, because we are getting towards eyeing up Toronto, you know, we're starting to talk about bigger things. Is, you know, is Kayak to be that big game player? It looks like he is. Finding masses of impact here. Actually, if anything, overperforming. Now the stakes are even higher. Got a global UAE.
Yeah.
I thought it was just here on site, but we got a copycat out there. 7-0 though.
We're just gonna fucking
Will
send it
Heretics
A. Again, they
finally
destroy that
claim
turret.
a round. I can't believe I'm saying that.
He's got
line.
Silver ult.
But here we are. This point, they still need to go through the protocol list of making sure Kayak's not here, that someone's not pushing up, that someone's not doing something else. See, with the deep
Just gonna
position
send
and
his
spawn
orb
for
A,
Benji,
and
'cause,
they're
I mean, he's
gonna
not having
fucking
a good time
run
towards
A.
middle.
Yeah, I mean, another set piece towards 8. Just seeing if they can crack the defenses. Not even the
4
defense,
players
just
here.
stick the land in the post plant. To be honest, you Minibu under a ton of it. He just has nowhere to go.
And the Sage slow just
Again, it's
absolutely
Kayak's
fucks him.
utility to really slow him down even
And they
further.
find the first
Rians
kill.
has
But the
fallen
thing
here.
is, because that orb,
These
because of where
lines
the
that he
orb
gets
is,
to
they
work with,
know.
Still posted up on the angle, not able to be forced away here. Minibu, it feels
They
really
know, and
hard
like, yeah,
to
sure,
press
Benji,
down
go
on
look B,
top, so
bro.
he can't even springboard in, and the map gets closed. Look at Alpha's position.
But if Alpha
They may want
kills,
to try and join Benji on B. There's a man stopping you. We've got to look at Alpha here. Catching that cross.
and the round's over.
It's just
It's done.
simply lovely from
You don't have
Alpha,
an orb in
and it
mid.
feels clear
And
that
they know the
someone had
fucking
slipped
round. This is
again.
the
The
problem
line's
with
been
doing.
shut down.
This is like the
They know
problem with
about
doing that.
Benji. Oh!
I mean, yeah, Benji, go on hit a nice shot. That's fine.
All right, give me a 1v5, Benji. With 13 seconds. I take it back.
10 seconds
The
left.
Guardian.
It's not getting
Spikes
back.
down a mid. Yeah, Heretics just being suffocated here. 8 on the board for Fnatic. Very few.
Like, this is the
positives
thing when you
for
fucking
Heretics
put
to
this
build
orb here.
upon.
Yeah, it's fine when
Again,
like the
situation
fucking
where
exec, you know,
I'd
works
love
on
to
A,
know
but
what's
when it
discussed
doesn't,
in both timeouts here.
you just like you've straight
The
lost.
first half. Heretics
Especially when
just
Fnatic
can't
keep
break
destroying this
through.
turret at the start of every round.
I mean, there isn't a single plant that's happened where it's felt they felt comfortable in terms of the reset, the 2 or 3 seconds after that. And now, unfortunately, Fnatic can kind of toy with that. They can flood as a pre-take, or like I said, look towards denying the plant.
Okay, now
applying
Alpha
pressure,
has
but
lockdown.
Again,
They have
Minibu
Silver ult
sitting
to
at 0 and
answer
8.
it,
He's the
but
one that needs to create space for those safe plants.
And this boy is normally bulletproof,
Okay, they put
right?
the orb
It
in
doesn't
mid.
just ride on him. It's there. This is not at all. And to be honest with you, what can you do when Kayak is dismantling the front line the way he is?
It truly is marvelous to watch. Again, she's still confident on this, not been forced away at all. It's a step ahead for sure. Spots now, doesn't back away, he still has support here. Early wave of util dealt with, but look who's watching that cross.
Again, they got Killjoy lockdown. I mean, you could
Ready,
trade
pressure
it
building.
with
You can
Silver
see the
ult, but then
hesitation on Heretics, they don't fancy it.
look, everyone's here. Again, they
Jump
pushed
on
up
purchase
all
here,
the way
Minibu gonna
behind
pop the
them.
ult though. Goes forward,
Now
nobody
what? They're
to
just
greet him
gonna
on the other
wait. They're
side.
literally just gonna wait him out.
Suppressed again, look
Oh,
at this!
never mind, he dies
it's
anyway.
so overwhelming!
And are you gonna Silver ult this? Because the backstab is coming from Chronicle. No, you're gonna
away.
not plan.
The plant's denied. And there's nowhere for Heretics to run. There's nowhere for them to hide. Fnatic
They're being pinched. They're
surrounding,
being pinched
as you
in
said,
A, bro.
smothering them this map.
They just need
want
to
them
chill.
dead.
Just literally fucking chill. You haven't won the round
Just
yet,
look
but
at this absolute
Jesus
dominance.
Christ.
Fnatic are in full finals form.
fuck's sake,
Knocking
man.
on
Why
the
did I
door of
not
double
play
digits
Riot?
now.
I blame chat.
Ultimates here for Heretics. I mean, Hunter's Fury been available for a while, but like I said,
Well, I
it's
also
just
blame Newcastle for
Heretics
not scoring, but-
They can't catch their breath in some of these rounds. Kayak sitting at 9-1 now.
Oh
and was
my
leading
God.
the charge.
This guy's prime simple in the team.
Thank God Prius is not here.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be catching him.
If there's a 1v2,
Yeah, this
we
time
know
they
who we're
tried
not
towards
watching.
B.
Wall up though.
What?
Oh, okay, Miniboo, a couple more of those and we're back in form, but Kayak still with an angle. And that is plant denied. It's not the most flashy of kills, but he's still here. A show of force. Forced away, nice work actually, that's really good. They've got to keep him oppressed in this, and Kaya can't dance fast enough.
Okay. And then you're gonna deny me a 13-0 as well, Heretics.
Good damage.
You're just gonna fucking do nothing? I mean, you might as well try and kill them. You've literally
I
got
see it often.
full money and it's 9-0.
Try and deny the plant once again. Force him back out. Yeah, Chronicle wide on the
How has
first.
he lived?
but
How has
he's
he
actually
lived?
taking any damage here.
Yeah, I think he fancies going back over to the Vandal. They got to try and clear this out fast though. 40 seconds, still no plant here. And Fnatic still trying to find a fight back. Miniboo doing well. Nice patience from him, making this difficult to find security.
Look how long it's taking though for Heretics to establish some sort of control
30 seconds
or
left.
comfort. Finally the plant comes through. Alpha and Chronicle.
Don't save. Don't tell me they're
standing
saving.
and probably try and look to
There's no way.
once
There's
it's
no way you're
operating.
saving.
Unless Chronicle finds one or two
Right there.
in quick
I'm-
succession.
Chronicle has full money. Boaster has full money. Kayak has full money. There's only 2 rounds after this.
Felt like the faultless run. Heretics finally
I-
carving a bit of room, and it feels like a lot of
I
the
give
back
up,
Miniboo
bro.
there as
I
well,
give up.
doing
Right, what was the
really good
fucking
stuff,
Leicester
taking
score?
some
Hold
key
on.
engagements.
It was 2-0.
Okay, Chronicle.
The Arsenal game's still going on. What?
You're
How?
allowed to miss 1 or 2, but Miniboo finally getting on the board, really, Mike. I mean, maybe he's had a couple filler kills here and there. I don't know if he even has, but maybe just warming into the game a little bit.
Dare I say
This
those
is a
first
suck,
three?
bro.
I do
You
wanna
think
see
my
the board
feet are this
afterwards.
color? Think my
Certainly in
feet are
terms of
yellow or
getting him online,
some shit?
Yeah, first 3
getting
it
him
looks
into
like.
this map here. Beautiful opener onto Boaster. Not much to do about that. Unfortunately, Kayak gets the timing on that first tag. And he was in a really rough spot. I think probably
Like it was
as well
hard round and
consciously
we won. Okay, like good job.
You're at home? What, you don't wear
his
socks
teammates
at
to
home?
take one of those tags on his behalf either. Again, just to catch in there. Somber mood in the Heretics camp down on the stage. Have to get themselves back into this. Again, the best they can hope for is a 9-3 once again.
I live in the tropics, little bro. Yeah, well, fucking news flash for you. Not everyone does.
But he
Wow, nice.
does get away. He's drawing util out. He's drawing pressure out. This is big. And again, I hate to ask so much of one man, but in this role, we need to see him find that sort of footing here. See if he can develop that.
Okay, they won 1 round by
into
going
this.
B.
Last time it was a shot through the smoke pretty much to catch Boaster back sight. This time around, playing over towards Snowman. Alpha playing
Oh,
over
Alpha
towards side, but a
didn't
plant
swing it.
now had.
Now Chronicle has ult.
Lockdown.
Do they go for it?
Early on. Well, Heretics will try and clear some ground here because Fnatic have a chance to contest this.
Yeah, they're going for a fight on it too. And already
Fine.
Boaster right in the trenches. You can see all the util just everywhere. Fish on fish action. Boaster does get detained. And now it's going to get messy. Chronicles cleared Rien's. They got to know that there's someone else over towards yellow. You got to feel there is, but layers of the post plant come in. They can't afford another full defuse against them. So
Oh my god, what the fuck? I don't even know what fucking happened, but they won.
every single time.
Anonymous Gifter, thanks for the gift sub to Suck My Toes, They Wet.
Secures this front space.
Thank you for that one.
And Heretics are unable to backfill it. I mean, the utility exchange.
Well, it's an early payout. It's also a fucking TMV disaster
That's where
pick
the
again.
first kill comes through from Chronicle.
Bro, I've had a fucking
Rien's is the furthest
rough
forward,
ass
Then
week.
Miniboo gets caught on the cross, and it becomes such an awkward peak here.
Nice.
Again with the wall and
This
wingman.
is it, Supplies.
Fnatic have 5 bodies
Yes.
to basically stare them down.
Konza didn't get 15 points, I'd be in the mud. Then again, I've got Holland captain.
10-1 the scoreline here.
Holland hat trick
Just
and we'll
when
be
you think
fine.
Heretics might have a chance to string something together.
What was that, Benji? A little cheating?
It's snatched away from them.
Anyone else see
Is
that?
available here, the only ultimate for Fnatic. Side of Heretics, nothing to their name. Barely anything to Woot's name, a stinger in hand for him.
Yeah.
Why can't I hear voices?
Miniboo again having to really try and thread the needle on those front lines, but we know it's
that
the
just
post plant
me?
that's still a problem as well. The retake's solid, and Alpha sharp as ever. 2 kills.
Oh, nice try.
My God.
Mini-Boo back on the tear though. He's fighting
Kayak
back,
has res.
trying to activate, trying to give him a chance. Try and do anything. Held back by
So he
a wall,
walls
denied
off Mini-Boo. He traps
the
Mini-Boo
chance
in.
to punish the res, I guess, at this point, but it's still a 4v3.
Desperately trying to get Mini-Boo back out from behind enemy.
Are they not
lines.
salvoing?
38 HP, he's feeling the pressure.
Yeah, but he could try and come up with a good
kills him
no.
anyway.
Dealt with by Crash, he's isolated, as you said. Boo and Benji on those back lines now got an army to face. They take down the
1v1.
majority. And now the 1-for-1, you gotta mark your man here. Alpha up against Benji. Alpha's already had so much impact. He comes flying
Okay,
in.
Benji gets it. Just waste my time more, Benji. That's fine. That's cool. Win a 2v4. Good for you. Good for you. Why the fuck did I not play fucking Raya? Fuck. Fuck! I'm gonna need Haaland to go fucking crazy. But then it's Haaland. Will he ever score again? Oh dear. I mean, this has been a horrific stomp. A horrendous stomp. Look who it is, my boy in the tank.
EMEA in the tank. We have missed you. We have missed you here. Have you felt happier coming back to EMEA?
Of course, I'm really happy to be back in EMEA, and I'm looking forward for the split, you know.
Oh, okay. The better region. That's all I'm going to say, the better region. Did you ever expect that while you were away, somebody was going to fill your shoes on the Sage pick?
Of course, like everyone, look, Kayak is doing well today, huh?
Yeah, but did you expect Kayak to be the one to be?
Yeah, true. Like, I mean, he's a duelist. He has maybe more a passive role on that map, but you can see like he's in the.
When does the next season for VFL begin? Well, it's still not guaranteed to be for Toronto. Depends how Illumi feels, to be
I
honest.
didn't
But
like, look at it like perfectly, but.
bro's looking forward to the split. I think he means next split, so like, you know, the one where he'll be playing in.
He's gonna give you a run for your money, maybe. You know, you're gonna have to 1v1 him. Bring your Sage back. Are we gonna see that?
It's not about 1v1.
Yeah, we can.
Are
We
we gonna
can.
see the
We can
Sage? Are we gonna see the
sacrifice.
Sage?
Ali's the best.
I hope so. And
This
lastly,
is
how
Valorant.
Wops with 23 months. Thank you.
I mean,
I was top 1k in England and then
Top
Saliba
1K
comes
in
off
England.
at half time. What a game.
VFL is so cooked because I forgot about it, says Illumi.
How do you say like?
Rhythm?
Yeah,
Bro,
rhythm.
you told
And,
me
maybe
right.
they can come back this, you know.
When was
like,
it? I'm gonna
they need to
find the
themselves.
DM.
Maybe they're like crashing out or somehow.
Let's
but if
see,
they wake up, they can do
Illumi.
it.
We've seen it before. We've seen it before.
Yeah. Where
is
Thank
he?
you so much, and thanks for joining me. I hope
Illumi.
you have a lovely stay
On the
here at VCT EMEA.
3rd of May.
Pansy and Highbok, and see if Heretics can
I go
indeed
to
bring
uni
this
in 2 weeks, so we'll have loads of time then.
And look, I'm kind of with them, right? I'd love
I'll
to
have
see
nothing else to
Heretics
do.
Give me something to believe in. As it stands, it's a discredit to not reward Fnatic for what they're doing, but this doesn't feel like the normal Heretics we see, Mike. There's something off. They look quiet today. You heard it down on the stage. They just don't look like they're present yet. So it has to start now, and it has to start on this half.
I think as well, you think back the way they were able to reset and, I guess, bounce back versus Liquid yesterday.
Right there.
A stark contrast.
So what you're telling me, Illumi, is I just want to know: is it fuck?
Here in the grand finals. I'm curious whether that actually.
Yeah, I went out whilst I was at uni
Gonna dig a
instead
little
of
deeper
doing
there,
stuff.
But Wook curious towards B main, still holding down the fort, but let's put this
No,
rotation
no,
in.
we're fine.
Motion for
I'm
Heretics.
roasting a whole chicken today for dinner. Do I have any
Be
advice?
conscious of these, of giving up basically free
Make
plants
sure it's thoroughly
with this
cooked.
composition that Fnatic are playing.
What is it? It should be piping hot in the
I was
middle.
kind of criticising a couple of those commitments towards sight.
Why are things piping hot? What does that even fucking mean?
Yeah, and all this time,
Why is
though,
it piping?
that's
Why not
steady
just
progress
fucking
over towards the
yeah? Make sure it's
side, so
really
Ian's
hot.
got to be cautious now. Does have Benji with him, but plenty of bodies here for Heretics. Boo just behind the wall. I'm going to send Wingman in for plant.
30 seconds left.
Can't really do much to deny. Actually, they do deny the
Really?
plant. So
They can
nice
deny the
work
plant?
early on here. Boo able to survive as well. So far, Heretics ticking the box. Look at this time, 20 seconds now. Boo's gonna be forced to move out. Does he get to live? I don't know. It looks like he's
Hello?
going to stay alive, and Bo's delaboured. This is better. Maybe Heretics
Time.
getting a bit of a rhythm now. 10 seconds. We're looking like a melon sort of round. Heretics holding on here.
Time.
Pretty, but it's getting the job done. 5 seconds. You just
Time.
Missed it, I think.
I think that's too late. I think it was down to 3 seconds. It doesn't matter. Brilliant from Heretics.
You gotta die,
That's what
Alpha.
it takes. Stalling them out. Dealing with the
Fucking hell.
util. It's a
Well, there's
step
your
in the
classic
right
Fnatic.
direction.
Like I was going to say, there's the fact that they have to now resort back towards this commitment to site or denying this early plant. The fact that there's a second person this time around.
Don't
pressuring
waste
that
my
Sage
time though. I don't need to see a
to deny
fucking
that first
10-2 comeback
And
on
was it? Yeah, I
Icebox
mean,
defense.
Buster looked as if he was going to take a freebie, but
I don't need to see it.
yeah.
I very much did feel like though Fnatic
13 to
did not
10
have
Heretics, I call it.
But if Bosa just had any fucking confidence, he kills Miniboo with it straight away.
Twist around past them by.
If that's anyone else, Miniboo is straight dead.
Just a sheriff in the hands of Kayak for Fnatic. So, but I was going to say Benji, the only one with a pistol, but it's fallen already.
Okay, so they like fake pressure A and then just fucking sprint in mid, kill Benji. That's your killjoy down, and now
Kayak being escorted around the map.
you're gonna
Boo's
maybe
gotta
be a little bit
careful.
worried.
He doesn't want to get caught on an island. Looking at the rest of Heretics, to have to try and solve the gap now of losing a player early. Trying to jump spot this.
Bosa didn't put orb
See
in
the
mid.
paranoia building about that someone could have walked you maybe, but I think he's spotted at least something on the cross here. That should be relayed.
Rian's obviously coming to.
I'm not sure if he
reinforce
saw the
that.
whole team though, or if he just saw Alpha. Because if he just sees Alpha, that against
Fnatic.
fucking Fnatic, it doesn't tell you that much.
On the other side of this, so there's a chance.
Does he have
for them
wall?
to
They don't have wall this time.
Get in here, find a plant, but immediately, 2 more members of Heretics here.
Yeah, right place. This is good for them. Gotta be careful. There's a lot of util, and Kayak is firing again. Miniboo, lovely. Takes away Crashies and the plant denied. So this is big work. They're doing what they need here.
30
It's getting a
seconds
bit
left.
close though, and I'm a bit worried about this. But the line should be caught by Boo though. Yeah, there it is. Shot in the back. Nice. Now just Kayak. This would have to be an ace, and it's not gonna be. Heretics find a bit of stability. 3 stay alive, and they get up to their 4.
6 rounds still separate these teams. Certainly what you want to see from Heretics here, kicking off the second half. Back in at a slight disadvantage. Oh, bag, threading the needle. Find Benji here. Again, the only pistol, so he's going to play a little more aggressively. Really Kayak that's made progress.
Okay, I mean
towards his
Heretics,
ult
they've
here
got
inside of Fnatic.
3 bulldogs, 2 rifles. It's not awful.
Heretics really, yeah, nothing within touching distance. Nothing on the other side of mid here.
They are going to destroy
This
that
time
alarm bot.
around for Fnatic to pressure.
That's a good push by Boo on B.
Early exploration actually towards B main.
Yeah, good work here from Boo. Does
Big
allow
info,
them
yeah.
a lot of faith in
You're gonna
this
go for the
forward play,
re-clear?
but it does get a little bit risky, but I like that, but the shot doesn't land. Oh, okay, at least
Okay.
the trade comes in
Oh.
from the Mosh going down, and
Okay.
that's better. Doubling in on it and catching
Still, I
Kayak.
mean-
Nice from Rian's, good positioning. Feels on a knife's edge though. Crashy's still trying to close in. Alpha still here.
Okay.
Nice re-clear.
I mean,
on
even
Maze.
if
This
they
is
don't
better
win
from
the
Heretics.
map, it might give them
Forced to
some
fight and willing
confidence
to
if
be
they
up to
can
the
just at least
challenge.
make this a game.
This is a necessary conversion, and it is. Heretics are not out of it yet.
Now,
The first real signs of
they
life.
won a bonus. Okay. I still feel like 10 when it's 9-3 and you win bonus and you get it to 9-6. Like if you then convert that eco, it's 9-7. I'm all in, right? I'm all in. I'm back. However, when it's 10-2 and you win bonus, and then we get to 10-6, I'm still dubious, because especially when you're on defense, they should get more ults, right? On attack side generally.
Flashed up that set piece pays dividends for them.
What the fuck is that chant?
String it together, Heretics. You gotta make up for map 1, which was not a pretty affair. But this is your best chance yet. Start feeling out the game. She's creeping.
Anyone watch Eurovision last night? Oh, we missed him. Gun! The gun! The gun! The gun model!
Crashies gets gifted a kill on the time.
Right hand model
Heretics
problem.
don't have control on this A site.
He's desperate to try and get the rifle. Just
They get the gun, they get the spike down. They have res. And they play fucking the cringiest shite you've ever seen. He gives Chronicle the gun with the light shield.
The strongest position they can.
I mean, they're using this util, but it's too early.
Burned up early on here.
Okay, now the backline pressure. Chronicle's got Mini Boo down to
Chronicle
Rien,
gets the
Boo and
first.
Benji. They've got to try and keep this clean, but
Res?
they can't. This is difficult, and there's that res now invested. Time up against them. This is dangerous. Rien's and Benji got to get that defuse going, and they start swinging. There's too many of them. Fnatic punishing.
Tell me Cash deserves better. God, yeah, I mean, that was very funny. Although, I mean, I saw a lot of people didn't like the Austria one, which I found surprising. I thought the Austria one was the best one.
It's a pay safe card, Thrifty. Nonetheless, Lauren, a bitter pill to swallow, but again, just catches a glimpse ahead of the weapon model.
What are you
but
supposed to do about that?
Regardless, that's the opener.
Nice!
I guess a slight pace change as well, the eco for Fnatic. There pretty quickly.
Felt like Crashy's kind of identified that
Albania
space
got robbed? Which one was
earlier in the round,
Albania?
so creep up
Oh,
pretty
the
close,
last one? Yeah, the
but
last one was
still a
pretty
buy in
good.
hand here for Heretics, but we've got to see this now.
I thought Luxembourg got robbed. I thought the
flawless, 11
Luxembourg
up
song was a banger. And it came like near the bottom.
Space he's been given, but maybe feeling a bit of pressure here early on. Doesn't want to outstay his welcome or be caught early. That could be the death of them. 4 players committed towards that A side, so...
Okay, for the first time, pressuring over towards Boo on B.
Still trying to posture up here, but playing a dangerous game, Mike.
It's going to be the first exploration for
Oh.
Fnatic here, but threads the needle. Crashes.
How did he not take any damage though? I felt like they were doing the same shot.
First blood drawn here. Fnatic not shying away from that.
This is Valorant. Heritage.
So back to business for them. Boo doing just dreamy work for them.
Kayak has to win this round.
Damage here and there, even getting that first kill, but still, Kayak's a problem.
Okay, he gets one, plays it safe, he's gonna have heal.
Position in middle. Feels like
No, he
vengeance
doesn't.
here if he does catch Benji, but Benji thinks against it.
Still an alarm bot there though. Alpha's got to deal with that to get a little closer to this, whether or not he's even called upon.
Oh my god.
I think he's maybe aware of it, but Kayak in a ratty
This
spot on the wall.
Is so ratty.
Oh my god.
Surely you don't expect it. I don't think they do.
Oh wow.
Nice work from Benji, so heads up. Catching Kayak, but Chronicle gonna fight back, and now
It's
we're gonna
off.
see the ults coming in, but the defuse is still going. Benji's not stopping.
Oh, did they think
right
that?
under their noses. Bit of vengeance on that one. So Heretics staying alive.
I think they thought the nanoswarm went off and like couldn't be on. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Heretics can stabilize now. And not much of a margin for error, to be
These
honest.
Rastics, you like the
Fnatic sitting
Portuguese
at
one?
11.
No, the Portuguese one sent me to sleep.
Ultimate's starting to come fruition here for Heretics, though. Stiff. I mean, other than Kayak falling, still look pretty comfortable for Fnatic, but I guess that extra man to the good pays off in that sort of scenario.
Big pressure on Boo early this time. He can't stick around at all.
Don't
You can
like
see the
Ukraine.
rotation
What was
already from
Ukraine?
Heretics. He's called in for help here. Got Mini Boo on the way.
Can't remember Ukraine's.
Fnatic make an early stake of claim towards.
So I'm not sure. I might have
long
done.
here, and Boo wants to get back.
Oh,
a little
Birds
bit
of Prey?
towards this. So going to play back yellow.
It was okay.
Fnatic falling away.
I kind of liked the overexposure of it. I like the staging of it. I wasn't a massive fan of the song. I thought they had a really the first 10 apart from the UK. I thought the UK's one was kind of shit because ours tends to be pretty shit. But I thought the first 10 were really good, and then I thought we kind of hit a bit of a fucking
Well,
low.
Heretics weren't too sure what's going on really. Now they might have a bit more of an idea. You're seeing
Okay, a little
four on
mid-split
the
with
util. They've
Sage
still
War.
got an isolated Boo. He's got to be so nervous about this. From far away, Rien's trying to help him out, but clears a little bit of space, but it's again denying the
What do they
support
have for
here.
this?
This is a
Rat?
very valuable ult coming in. That's big.
Can they
anyone
save him?
help him out here? I don't think they can. Anybody? Hello! Turns around!
Wow,
Catching
I mean,
both players.
Crashies gets a
getting
kill though.
messy
They
in
maybe
middle
win the
now.
round.
Alpha on 21, a sliding mini
What a
move takes
fucking...
away 3.
Oh, the spike got
Denied.
denied.
Heretics. It may be getting messy, but they're still in control of it with 4 players alive. Boaster wants the plan, he's going to get it. Can
Like,
he
if
get
you
away
can
from the
spam
side?
through
I
that
don't
wall,
think
why
so.
aren't people
Kron's in
playing
a bit
Odin?
of a pickle as well. Can't get off.
This
Minibu
has always
doing so
this has
well
always
here.
perplexed me.
Prioritizing the right fight. Can he
Why
get the
on B?
ace? Benji
Especially if
takes
you're
it away
playing
for
as a
round.
Sage.
Nevertheless,
If you can
I feel we're
spam
gonna
through
be
this
seeing
wall and hit
Fnatic
people here,
timeout soon enough.
Absolutely. 4 on the round for Minibu.
why would we not
Dismantling this
just
mid-split.
Odin spam that?
And Kayak, unfortunately,
Like,
gets
how
knocked
would they
down.
ever plan?
Even though it looked like Minibu maybe didn't catch him, but credit the target focus in that.
Inconsistent?
Scenario, to be honest.
Maybe,
He's
but
up
especially against
massive
Sage.
with the stun as well.
And look, he was having a brutal start. We were talking about it here.
I mean, yeah, he's trading even now, 13-13.
Stop giving them ideas, but I'm trying to get them to just never bring Icebox back. That's what I'm hoping for. Like, I'm thinking if you were Odin, if you spam with Odin, maybe you can make it so that, you know, this map never sees the light of day again.
Who is on track for #1 at Toronto? Kayak, Jimkin, Raga, Trent, Aspas.
Who's on track to be #1 at Toronto? Having not looked at anything whatsoever. That's actually tough. That's a tough call. My first, I do know about you being suspended. My first assumption is Trent. But that's without having seen the...
And let's see what they have in mind here as we go back through after the timeout from Fnatic.
What did I do? You know what you did. Okay, it's 11-7. I mean, I've kind of been treating this game as if it's over. Maybe it's time to lock in on this round. They do have 3 ults here, Fnatic. This is the round they really need to win. Like, you just Killjoy lockdown. If they lock down, you tail ult it. I think they might have overcomplicated this round a little bit.
Problematic.
But like Killjoy lockdown, Sage wall, tail ult for either, you know, Viper's pit for post.
Walking on this.
Oh, they didn't make noise.
He's holding just like a vert flash on this. Actually going to catch him.
No,
He's been caught off here. Benji though going to eat it back. It's now, again, it's a mess between these two. The trade's
It's
coming
1 for
early.
1. It's also a
Benji lost
player
on
who
one
didn't
side,
have
Kron
ult,
on the
and
other.
they've now lost their Killjoy lockdown.
Try and contest the lockdown potentially.
So you just gotta make it through this little part
Let's
here.
not beat around the bush. Kaye and Baby Lasanga was the best act of the night. It was a bit of a shit year for Eurovision after like 4 good ones.
So stubborn to give this
You've
up.
got to just put this lockdown down.
Boo. Oh my god, you absolute
Wow,
beauty.
and he's absolutely
Up
cooked
and
you again.
over. Gets Alpha, but he can't deny the lockdown. He's done a lot of work here early on. Has to back away now.
Riens though will be given a chance.
Oh, he's sticking around.
Disrespecting the lockdown
got it.
here. And obviously the tank
Wow.
comes through, but it's Mini
Okay, they are in a lot of trouble. Again, I think Fnatic overcomplicated that round. I think
claw their way back.
they should just blitz stay there. They should have just fucking blitz stay and say, let's just lock down. I think they gave Heretics like a chance to kind of do this stuff.
Knowing maybe what their win con was here. Fight for this, make them
I
work
think
for
that
any
this
of
is
the
an example of
audacity
Fnatic, like their
for the up
slow
and over.
play kind of
Rien's
costing them
willing
and
to
not
die for
having
the
any
cause.
change of pace.
Goes in for one, knows he'll be detained. It's
I mean, it's
fine.
hard to change
Mini
pace when
Boo's
you're
there.
playing their comp, but
These are just big steps back for Heretics. Off the back of a timeout from Fnatic too. That crushes those adjustments. Heretics giving us a reason
okay,
to get excited
we have a
now.
game.
Showing some of their own pedigree.
Now they're going for an idea that Fnatic showed a lot of. One round Fnatic won was an eco.
So careful
Yeah.
as they proceed.
And there's been a couple of times Fnatic have proactively walked up, but a slight now actually from Poster. He finds Woot with the Sheriff. Mini Boot. Got to tuck
Oh,
his
there's your
tail.
first kill.
Retreat from here.
Boo, careful, careful, careful. You can see how hungry Kayak was on that. Trying to shut down towards it, but
Rebel.
Boo's going to back away towards Yellow. Plays it well, and Miniboo now in support. Steady progress being made now. Boo,
Oh, they
caught
tore
there.
him.
There was no safety for him there. You felt how uncomfortable it was to hold.
Big
but
kill by
Miniboo's on the
Miniboo.
side. Takes away Kayak, the heavy hitter, and resets.
So if they still want to
Now, if
follow
you can get
through,
Viper's pit down, though, I mean, they do have lockdown, but again, you can
Starting to
tell all that.
activate, though, looking much sharper. Gonna have something to say about
Trying
this.
to get
but
that second
Ball
gun.
should potentially come through. Benji's going to try and deny it.
Ah, they're
So no
struggling,
freebie.
they're
Still 30
struggling.
seconds to work with.
They do have that lockdown with Benji. There it is. And it looks like Miniboo's almost tasked him. Do you fancy coming in here? But you do have that tail ult.
Go and
They're
plant
going to have
now.
to wait this out. Lockdown does get destroyed. And it's another attempt at the plant here, drawing eyes over. Rien's in a great position, though. Can spot that the plant isn't going down. He's going to deliver. Takes away Kron. Big trade.
Got a plant.
10 seconds. Miniboo under pressure, and so is Alpha.
Wow, Miniboo.
From Miniboo.
So they've survived the ults as well. They've survived the ults. Again, Fnatic just not confident there. They sent Wingman in, but there's no like
Now
confidence
that's at
of
the top
like,
of the board for Heretics.
let's just hold it.
Is Miniboo.
You know, by putting the wall up there,
really
you just let
channel
them
that
do
energy.
this.
What a beautiful opener here from Boaster, but
It's a 5v3 as well.
again,
It's
a
a
lot of things still going
5v3.
right for Fnatic, so you got to credit the recovery factor here.
Yes.
I mean, it's a good shot by Miniboo.
Yeah, now Alpha desperate to get a peek on the first, but Miniboo doesn't bite.
And it's a mark of a great
Well,
player
it was
as
an
well
eco,
after a
but they
very
had
hard
used,
first half to come back in.
well,
and
I guess
be
we'd used
so
them all
Yeah,
the
not
other
just,
side.
not just hard first map.
True.
Again,
True.
the first half of this, which was brutal for Heretics.
Look, we're searching for answers. We're
Taking the
searching for
reins out,
answers in
taking
mid.
Control on Icebox.
Does that slightly miss that? No, it's got it.
And it puts the question back to Fnatic. How well can you learn on the fly here? First big challenge. First time we're seeing this version of Heretics throughout this game. Off the back of Miniboo setting a fire underneath the rest of the boys on Heretics.
Is Boss going to actually try this?
Fnatic slow and steady on the approach now.
Poison's off.
Turret, but Alarmbot's still there behind the orb in mid.
Oh no, Benji recalled this. He's got it back.
Maybe one off another ultimate as well, so a chance to overheat once more. Point garnered. Actually, Fnatic already feel as if they've got some space to work
Drifting back
into
A.
on
Trying to run
Fakes.
almost a little
They were
fake,
so
but
good before when we were looking at split. Heretics, I think now the penny's starting to drop potentially that this may not be finishing towards B. Miniboo could be quick on the rotates, but Rien's is the one in danger now. They can't deny this plant, I don't think. Actually, maybe they can. No, Benji's gone down with 13 seconds. Rien's would love to have stored it out, but I don't think he can achieve it. You can see the desperation, the want to. Holding good space
Oh,
on
he
the
didn't
side, but he's
realize
got to
where
be
he's
careful
spawning.
now. He needs the rest of the help to come in, but Alpha's taking it down. Kayak swings from backside, all on top for the back
okay, they
line's
know where
one
Boo
out.
is.
And now you've got Boo on a bit of a split in a 1v1 up against Crashies. And that's going to be one out by Crashies now, Woo. A 1v3.
Oh, is it going to be a fake comeback?
Going back to almost that split approach. Those fakes, so hard to deal with.
And no, down to 10 seconds.
It was so late.
That's like
And
oil
there's
up.
still
Is that what I just
two
saw?
members
Going back to almost that split approach. Those fakes, so hard to deal with.
And no, down to 10 seconds.
It was so late.
And there's still two members to contest the plant. A little dicey there, but second half here in favour of Heretics. Do not
did.
forget.
Trigger word?
Resume
I know.
Now for Kayak, one away for Chronicle. Side of Heretics, actually the crack's starting to show in the economy.
So they got a Spectre and a Guardian.
We have Miniboo's ultimate. Others on the horizon, so they can win another round. And
Aggro on
certainly
B. They
recoverable
haven't really
still.
done this too much.
Nice to see this man early on.
Oh, but that suppress stops him from
Tempted to almost
running and sliding on
continue
him.
forward.
Placing swarm grenade.
Sides against it.
Swarm grenade.
How does Fnatic read that?
I'm out of here.
Miniboo early positioning on this B site, and actually Boo, the one
Oh.
to rotate.
Tagged him.
Oh, did he catch Kron then?
Chronicle can get Orb and get Gecko.
Still kind of posturing here, Miniboo. It puts in motion this rotation
Time.
for Heretics. 4 members, well, called it 3 with Benji Fishy still over towards mid. And again, the adjustment, the alarm bot catching Fnatic off guard. I believe Alpha looking for that previously.
Time.
Like
What are we
blind
doing?
game
We're
of
lost.
chess
We're going
against
for the
each other,
same
trying to get
fake.
the pieces in the right place for the next move.
This could be awful timing though for Heretics, Lauren.
Yeah, and it almost feels like the anti-fake that's going on here. You've got now them trying to posture towards that A side, drawing all eyes over there. but look who's here.
He's got to
The
go
one
huge.
man that you'd want to try and hold this down.
I know
Mini
about
Boo's
him
been
now.
a monster. He's come alive here. 13 seconds. They got to deal with him fast. Oh, it's a really
And they're gonna get it
courageous
down.
play that falls apart. And now with the plant looking very likely, they have to go back into this without
And
their
now the
big
mid
player.
flank.
Crashes on the lurk
Well.
as well. Takes away Benji. Rienz wants to clear middle, but I don't know if he gets what he wants here. Kron tries to catch, but he
Chronicle's
falls.
got to play that
Heretic's
just as
still on
patient
for
as he
this.
can do, surely. It's now losable.
4v3 though, Rien's tagged up. Ultimates to play off and boast up. Getting curious here.
Oh, this
Great play by
reposition could be
both, although
nasty,
this should
couldn't
win
it?
the round.
I don't think they have any idea. The timing on this could be completely devastating. It looks like it is. Brilliant positioning from Post, a good trade,
Didn't
but
get
they can't
half.
get half here. It's a fight that has to be had. Boo desperate to hold on, but it's all over.
Well,
13-9 for
13-9. Bit of a waste of time, you might say. Some might say. Liquid did lose 3-0.
Liquid lost 3-0 for this.
Yeah, they did. That's rough, buddy. That's what that is. Oh, there's the picture. Hold on.
Heretics can't win a final to save their lives.
Oil up something. But just say oil up.
Pachaz? Pachaz. Expelliarmus!
In Harry Potter.
If it's a 3-0, can we do Toronto top 10?
No, we're gonna wait for the Toronto top 10. I think I'm gonna do it. If Illumi can, get off his ass and set up VFL, I'm gonna do a stream where we do the VFL player prices. It might take 2 streams, to be honest. I don't know. Might take some time, but I'll do it then as well. I'll do my top 10 then. Well, I'll do it before Plat Check comes out, obviously. So I don't know when Plat Check want to do theirs. I'll do it then. Right, I'm gonna go and grab something to eat. Which actually might be Weetabix, weirdly. Weetabix at 7, I know it sounds strange, but it might need to be that. What can I do? What can I do? What's something I can play?
Skip this and watch the Americas console open instead.
What the fuck is the Americas console open? Pick a number from 1 to 90. $67. Or remixing in Throw City. Episode 67. How my ears? Generally better. Hold on, let me see if I can hear my tinnitus. I can't. Yeah, I'm generally better, I would say. I can hear it sometimes, though. I can hear it when I yawn. Right, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Free.
Bro, my kills are
8 flashes by me, no? Like, hello?
Yo, get the ace, get the ace.
Good job, bro.
I choked.
Could be on. Up. I think they're all short side. Yeah, bye.
Oh, my ace. No, please.
Oh.
Can see from Aug. wouldn't work was right.
Slow.
One enemy remaining.
Wait, you have ult?
Where is everyone hiding?
Hello?
Fine,
I
good
can get out.
Hold on. I can ult.
Drop low,
I can't see.
Neon long.
You need a.
Yeah, 2 TP. Yeah, Neon's long as well. 3 TP. All defeat.
Found one. Bring them down.
Oh, I miss.
Wow. 3.
Ace?
Ace?
Backside, Astra,
Ace?
One enemy
Ace?
Backside, last guy, backside. Push the
ACT.
TP,
What?
pushing me heaven, I think.
Ah, he left.
Ball no. Yeah.
I legit just
He literally had like an instant re-kill on me and just didn't get me, bro. So ass.
Oh,
damn. Oh my god. Wait, that was Aura.
I just looked the aura apart.
Okay, low key, the aura is back.
Beating shot.
One shot.
Watch this.
Stealing sight.
Close left.
Last player standing.
I did try.
Also, I need to do a rep. Not about tier 2 NA or about other ongoings in the Valorant scene, which will not be discussed. What?
I'm hard hiding.
Right, what I need to rant about. In fact, let's keep watching, Canada. Given those watch time, given the watch hours. Whilst it's on mute. What I need to rant about is Gen 5 Pokemon. Anyone ever played or liked Gen 5 Pokemon? Any Gen 5 likers out there? Right. Here's my rant about it. So I'm trying, and have been trying for the past, probably about the past week. I've never played Gen 5 before. Legit. I stopped at Gen 4, and I never played Gen 5. So this is my first actual run-through of Gen 5, okay? And I'm playing my, like, hard Nuzlocke rules. So it's like a Nuzlocke, but it's much harder because you get a lot less Pokemon. Because, you know, standard Nuzlocks of the standard games are too easy, essentially, right? So the way I do it is you only get a Pokemon after every healing encounter, which means that you you get about 15 to 20 Pokemon in the entire run, right? And obviously if they die and all that. I just want to say, one, for those of you who do like Gen 5, the first thing I would say is, the first gym, what the fuck were they thinking with the first gym? Why the fuck does the first gym even exist in the way it does? Why the fuck have they made a gym that's like, oh, we don't really have a type for this gym. It's just Pokemon at the start of the game. But also, here's a fucking free Pokemon for you so that you can just beat the first gym no matter what. Like, what the fuck are they doing? It doesn't make any sense. And then, but my main thing here is, the fourth gym is so hard if you're doing my kind of rules. It's fucking so hard, the fourth gym. The electric one. It's not a skill issue. Did you not get any ground types? Bro, you can get fucking double Sandile, and I often try to. And I do, but that's all. The only way you're winning is fucking 2 Sandiles. Plus, like, you gotta get, because the thing is, Sandile doesn't evolve yet. The fourth gym is a fucking nightmare, man. It's a fucking nightmare. Isn't Sandal the only ground type you can get up to that point as well? I'm pretty sure it is. It might not be. There might be another one. Oh, Drillba? It's not a skill issue. I promise you. I promise you you would struggle with my rules. With my rule set, you would fucking struggle. Because the thing is, you always lose one Pokemon in the second gym. Always. As far as I'm aware, there is literally no Pokemon that can tank the fucking retaliate from the fucking whatever it's called, the rat. The fucking second gym, the fucking watch hug is it called or whatever? You lose one Pokemon to that, no matter what. Right? When they die, they die. So you're automatically down one. And then you'll probably lose like one throughout the run. Also, it's impossible if you don't get Tepic. Because the other two starters are fucking dog shit. What the fuck were they thinking when they designed fucking Snivy or Snivy, however the fuck you say it? Why the fuck is it so shit? Just play normally, but then it's too easy. Superior is my GOAT. But if you play... Superior is not my GOAT. It doesn't help you for what? Any of the first 4 gyms? Bruh. And it's weak as shit.
Bro makes the game harder and then complains about the game being too hard.
But I'm just specifically talking about that 4th gym is a fucking run killer. It's a run killer. It's like the fucking great... It's like a fucking funnel. New comp for Team Heretics? Oh, they're playing double duelists. They're just leaning in. They're leaning in. Playing a split-ass comp. With a Fade. I mean, Fade might get them. Even Sideshow doesn't complain about normal... It's not that normal Pokemon are difficult. It's that... You just have to sacrifice one to the second gym leader. If she uses Retaliate, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing that can survive a 140 power stab Retaliate from that fucking little rat. Doesn't she have 2 flying rats? Just throw Rock Slam? You don't think that I try? You don't think I'm using Rock Throw? You know the problem with Rock Throw? 80%. I cannot tell you how many times I've been fucked over by Rock Throw having 80% accuracy. You know why I know that? Because that's how many times I've been fucked by it.
Nonetheless, have to try and ride the momentum.
Here we go. I also need to eat though.
Again, the consolation of building a comeback.
Okay, Crash Out ended. Can Fnatic close it out? Or will Heretics show some kind of form?
Really looking to pressure the back.
Now before they were just doing a ton of 4-1 splits. That's a good molly to keep them back. That's a terrible swing.
They can't disrespect the molly. Kayak just needs to get your gun out. Ooh, it got a little
He
bit
just
messy
ran
at
into
this
the
point.
molly. The salvos as well. The spikes here. 3v2.
Fnatic's favor, but Benji and Woot's still alive here, and Woot.
Wow, Woot, nice.
From Woot. That's what
Okay,
the
Woot wins them a
doctor
pistol.
ordered. Heretics picking up the
I don't know if they
pistol.
played that round better than Fnatic, but
Caught completely off guard by
Woot wins in the round.
the second layer to this. The 2 players from Drop. Maybe just expecting somebody to come back across the ropes potentially, but not really sure who it was that ended up falling to the molly here. Because Boo, unfortunately, a little bit of a misstep. 2 big kills from Woot.
Nice.
As Benji to clean up.
Bang, let's go.
I mean, if you're looking at who you want to see getting active on Heretics, Mini Boo with 2, Woot with 2. These are your boys you want to see starting to feel out the game. We know the Fnatic are up to the task. We know that Kayak is firing on all cylinders. We've seen every single one of them.
Don't lose an eco
Replicated
Heretics,
now
please.
going forward. Clean affairs to be had here. And again, looking to try
Okay,
and
you've seen a
punish.
lot. Go away.
Benji on a Cypher, we know this guy will be calm under pressure. While all this happens, obviously the green light's given towards that A site.
Comes through as well. Plant will follow. Chance here though for Miniboo to get shut down.
Okay.
Kind of disrespecting the drone. Chronicle will fall as a byproduct.
Getting a little bit
Just like the spike, no?
dangerous near here. Boaster
Oh,
gonna
no,
make
not
it
him.
out, but so far so good. Heretics mostly maintaining a clean sheet.
Never mind, let's
barely
farm up a
scathed
Razor.
there. Miniboo and Woot took some damage, but they don't need to overextend anymore. They can leave it
Never
up to
mind.
the others
Let's
to pick
farm
up
up
that
a
mantle.
Razor. What the fuck are you doing,
Still
Boaster?
trying to draw eyes.
That's what I mean. People
Miniboo
just... Okay,
closing
fair enough.
in.
You got a
There
kill.
he is.
Farm up that Razor. Why not?
And, yeah, last one alive is Alpha. So as long as they don't lose that Bulldog, Mike, I think they're pretty much plain sailing.
Could almost give one away in the form of Woot, but
What are they
Frians
doing?
to clean things up. A second on the board for Heretics, and that's it. The first
Boredom has
time
taken
they
over
kick
in the
off first
Fnatic camp.
half here with a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah. Big difference too. This could be a big moment for them to feel confident. Actually starting to feel a bit of positive mental attitude to get them through this. Stark difference to the previous. Now the bonus actually looking pretty alright. I mean, you got those two Vandals in there.
Okay. Weetabix gobbled.
Certainly packs a punch.
EMEA tech pause.
Awkward silence for a moment, but
EMEA. It wouldn't be EMEA without a fucking little tech pause in here. Well time, Cupcakes.
Blue
Thanks for the 36 months. Sean Gaz has a stream scheduled for 8 tomorrow. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. Zoltok's showing me his bracket,
I wake up
which
every
isn't
day
even
happy
perfect.
knowing
He just
I am
credited
infinitely
Fnatic.
better at predicting
cares,
who's
little
better
bro.
than this brain dead hobgoblin. Hashtag Fnatic win.
That's the spike! The overheat moment! The positioning! What a blunder!
This is now
Cousin It 8. Thanks for the prime.
swing for Heretics if
I found
they
that a
can do
strange
some
name. Like
serious damage,
who
or even, I mean, at its most
like,
convert this round.
whose
For Fnatic,
personality is
obviously,
based on
this is where
being
they
a
wanna
cousin?
Really stop that rot, deny that momentum swing up here. Steadily building.
You know,
towards
like
the big
almost
side.
everyone is a cousin.
draw out one smoke from Boaster.
Well, is that true?
He'll probably fake some steps to sell a
Most
little
people,
misdirection.
almost everyone is a cousin, right?
Spike was lurking downstairs.
God, if
here
you're
on
a
the
single,
B side.
if you're an only child of two only child parents, that would be strange.
Might get contacted, get almost.
No, Alpha's position
timing.
here.
Yeah, Alpha,
That'll be the
it feels
easiest
like
to
it's
read.
going to be everything or it's going to be nothing. He's, oh my god, look at this. How much util can they throw
they
at
just-
him? But he's still here. He's still standing. He finally gets overwhelmed
Oh my
by
god,
a running
Rien.
and gunning Rien.
4 HP.
Clearing sight. They have sight control now, but Fnatic want him back fast. You can already see the kayaks getting closer here. But Fnatic can be forced back by these
Okay, and the
smokes.
spike's
Kayak
not
may have
down.
got a kill
They're
there, but it
getting the
looked like he was
late
through
flank
one
on
of those
Boaster.
smokes. And a
Not
3v3
aware.
plant's not in play yet. Time not
Yeah,
on their
he's completely
side.
not
And
aware.
Woot wrapped CT, catching Boaster off. Now Heretics back down to the 3v2 in their favor.
20 seconds though. Chronicle
Gotta
going to
flip them
sort
out.
things out. The aftershock, and that's the Heretics. Now with a good
Thing is,
read on the
Kayak
map,
heard
know
them.
where the two remaining members of Fnatic. Oh, it's going to come down to the wire. Obviously, Showstopper invested here, but still got to get towards this plant.
What?
It's okay.
Only about
Did he just
0.4
get it?
left, but Chronicle's here early.
Yeah, and Kron's going to get a freebie on Boo. He had to stick the plant. There was
Fault
no
line
two ways
back.
about it. And bang on. Fault line's there. They know about Kayak too, surely. So Miniboo and Woot, this is going to be rough. Looking to isolate a fight on the side. Woot's now surrounded. He's got problems. And he's fallen. Kayak doing really well, and now it's on Miniboo. Got Kayak to the left, Kron to the right. Flash comes in, he turns, cleans it up at the end of that.
Just stick, just stick.
Now do you handle this one, Kayak? Can they start that diffuse up? That's lovely from Miniboo, keeping calm under pressure. Kayak gonna get it to half though, 21 HP. There's only one time he gets to swing on this and he has to choose right!
Wow.
Miniboo!
Now Heretics decide to wake up. See, but that's why winning, I think, those rounds towards the end of Icebox probably did help them.
As well. No
At least get back into the kind of
him.
mental of it.
Played to perfection here. Kayak unfortunately stuck between a rock and a hard place, but an opportunity there to maybe
Shouldn't affect it. That's the thing. Everyone always like.
these sight lines.
Have I ever seen anyone when the time isn't like so down that you have to stick it? Have I ever seen anyone stick a half?
When he's on the left side, you see how
I don't think so.
For Kayak to try and find the kill. So a bonus converted here for Heretics. So I think the second bonus of the series now.
Dream stuff.
Oh, someone did it against FNS.
Couldn't ask for a better start here. On the map that's necessary, the other two you can kind of suffer through, but this one you can't really let it slip or you're done for.
Again, actually on the map that is probably the biggest question mark in terms of the veto.
Yes.
See, normally you would say, yeah, like it's a bit strange to see
trailing two
Miniboo not play Neon on, you know, the Neon map.
Retrieved here and information for Alpha, but nothing to act upon.
It's always an eco. I mean, if he sees Boo, right, he didn't see Boo. That's pretty big. If he saw Boo there was danger in this round because that's the brim and like that's probably where they're going. Okay, he gets a tag.
Not going to get any easier either, as they've already diverted through towards Sand, and they're pacey about it too, Heretics. There's a lot of bodies here though for Fnatic, and Chronicle's going to catch down Miniboo. This is not out of the woods just yet. Yeah, he tried to do it as quickly as he could, I get it, but in the end couldn't course correct in time to get the aim back in place. Most are still going to be the damage, but this does feel like it's slipping away. 13 seconds. I don't think there's much more to be said, unless Alpha would like to give us probably one of the best Sheriff rounds we've ever seen.
5 HP, no shield, needs the first, but
okay.
It's Benji to seal the deal. 4-0, the lead here for Heretics starting to
He needed that. He needed that Marshall kill.
Some of those ultimates going to be on the brink as well. Rian says actually a little further away, but we'll see with a few being invested previously.
Yeah, he had 2 chances and missed them both.
Touch back in on. Talking about the early reward for Miniboo and Wu. They've carried it on. They are in absolute parity here. 7 kills, 2 deaths, and 1 assist. Both of them taking the steps together now. And it looks like Fnatic have called for the timeout, it looks like.
Timeout, finally a bit of struggle for Fnatic early in a map. We don't struggle, we prosper. Bro, I mean, they might get reverse swept here. If they lose this map, I think they actually could be in some trouble. I thought she was doing that then, to be honest. I thought when she first did that, I thought she was just doing this.
Big green
the
in
kayak
the
off.
The operator in play
Against
for him.
double duelist.
That was a huge component of him finding impact. And
Double duelist Fate. Fate can be a bit of a problem for
the
us
same
sometimes.
case. But with the
Oh,
operator,
he hit him through the
is
clone,
sharp
I
as
think.
hell. That's Woot gone. Brutal start and a quick awakening to the adjustment Fnatic have brought.
So, one thing that probably they haven't done a lot of this year. Oh, a little highlight depend, not the full pin. It's playing tower, right? But you're not playing against Teo here, so you can definitely afford to play in tower. The tower is now available to you again, Alpha. Make this your little home.
Trying to get something in motion. So actually,
Yeah, welcome to one Bane lane.
Operator. Turn being is Rian solo on the other side.
Yeah.
This cross is going to be pretty awkward for him. So expect those smokes to come through.
Yeah, the Prowler's going to be seen. That's going to keep Kayak focused this way, but you can see the
I mean, he doesn't.
pack.
Yeah, he doesn't need to force the issue here, to be honest.
Face your fear.
Goes said, "Oh, don't think it had touched Kayak." No. And I don't know how affected
No,
even
Boaster's
Alpha
not
was,
aware
but
at
Miniboo's going to isolate Boaster. I don't think they expect him to again.
Oh, no, Alpha.
Alpha, you are a lucky boy there. Almost punished. Kayak still finding bodies though, and Alpha's still standing. Finally removed from tower. Heretics now control the site. Chronicle trying to fight back in.
I mean, they still might win. This hasn't been a great round by Fnatic overall, but
this gets difficult. Picturing
been a bit of a messy one. Oh, it didn't hit Rien's, but it did hit Benji.
Rien's and Benji, this is not going to be a comfy one for them. Kayak eyes locked to this. You can already see that Benji's gone loose.
Okay, never mind.
Brought back down to earth as Kayak is firing off here. Crashes closes it out.
Thought we were about to get a terrible timing for Kayak there, but it's fine.
Couple of crucial kills for him and for Fnatic.
Ooh, E.
Just one on the board though, and with two falling, not necessarily going to be able to establish themselves economically. I mean,
Yeah, he gets him
target-rich
through the clone.
environment for Kayak.
There was an interesting idea by Heretics to kind
Yeah, the second.
Ah, boo.
bait ult
breaks for
into
ya.
your TP and push into
Yeah, rough
CT.
timing for Alpha as well. On the rope there.
I don't know if Kayak should have heard the Euro TP though,
Fnatic
even
build
if
upon
maybe
this, or
there's
Heretics
a
will
lot
find a
going on.
response.
Oh my god. Again! Again and again. Last time it was Woot, now it's Miniboo. Big impact. And for Heretics, they've got to learn this lesson now. They can't be taking any of these positions lightly. It feels like a shot in the dark. It's a guess to an extent.
So
a
again,
percentage
Alpha and
chance.
Tower
It's
again.
guessed right.
Definitely
behind
something they
Prowler
seem
as
to
well, so
probably talked
can't
about
fault
after
them for
timeout.
it. Have to try and take that space off the investment in utility, but
I know Heretics. No, the first time they played, they basically played at 1 speed and just did 4-1 splits every fucking round.
Another opening
Now at
for
least they're
Kayak.
playing at kind of, you know, different speeds, trying to mix it
Rolling
up.
Thunder invested, and Alpha being 1 point away. Plenty of ultimates now in play for Fnatic. Actually, boom.
So a,
ton of utility sent
a
towards
slight
him.
miss on the trap play.
Set piece
Maybe not fully
potentially
aware
try
of
and
like
catch somebody off guard.
where he could have
They're
been
not
there.
pathing through sand, so
Now Boaster's in a lot of trouble.
could have potentially stayed on that. Boaster going to invest the ult to buy time, keep himself secure here. And Kayak trying to find a position to work from, because Heretics are trying to step towards the site. It's not easy though. Kayak even going to pop the ult here. Woot's going to fall, Rien's boo, the last two standing, and they can't get towards the site here. Oh my word, melted down into position.
Okay, so
And
they
Boo's
tried
a
to have
mile
Boo on
away.
the other side of the
We
map
saw him
and
early
just
on,
in
he was
range to
down
smoke,
towards that
but
underpass. This position could have been the checkmate if maybe they've got the site or something else, but 13 seconds.
it's always tricky when you're already in a 4v5 to have this player, you know, be looking at
Noted
this.
as
Like, you're
well the
asking a
fact
lot
that
of
so
those
much
other
time
3
has
players.
passed. Going to be played out of this one. Who unfortunately, this man standing will have to concede a second round to Fnatic.
They've got to find an answer to this early operator, though.
Why Heretics
Twice
not playing
now, it's had
tail?
so much impact
Because
early on.
they wanted to
Finance
play
is
double
gonna
duelist.
do it here either.
Not necessarily, no, but
Could they have played tail
we
instead?
expect him to remain active. There's
Maybe.
30 seconds left.
But then
not necessarily a clear
I don't think
cut
going
response
Fade
to
is a
this
bad choice.
early on in terms of positioning. Alpha just say, I'm playing ranked.
He asked him
Obviously
if
not
he was
really able
drunk.
to have much of a say so far, sitting at 1-6, but catch what he said. So Heretics back in, 3 sheriffs.
Woot. Oh, the combo. That's heartbreaking. They hadn't really pulled that one out for a moment.
The stun
and
off the rip, the stun into salvos.
damage there.
Sad.
50 now.
Yeah.
Not even getting much chance to play in early now. Fnatic definitely, again, off the back of just that operator coming in,
Then
but a
again,
couple
he
of
could have
adjustments
satchel.
as well here.
That's a good point. Glow.
One with
He
that
could have, but
phantom
would he?
left
Oh,
in
well,
hand.
yeah, I don't know.
And he's got to make it work here. A lot of attention drawn towards that A side. But someone's still watching for that drop down from Dish. And Chronicle, unfazed by
Okay.
this pressure. No one actually watching
The
peak
rifle
there.
shows itself.
The push and the ult on this one. I mean,
That's good by
Precious
Crashies though. It's a big kill from Crashies.
Oh, burn
well,
for
yeah,
it,
now
he
the
says. As
round's
Rien's now 18 HP. That's Spike. And he goes, you up.
Don't ult him, bro.
I'll
It's
go
a
big.
1v3. Just fucking trust
I'll
yourself,
get
man.
an ult off.
Still a chance if he can get a clean 1v1 here, but Kayak already making his way across. Swing and a miss on the first, but Alpha to clean things up. 3 found now for Fnatic.
Okay, 3 in a row Fnatic. Let's see.
And it feels like both
Heretics
ways this has
maybe
been
time
going
out?
down, be it, you know, we saw obviously Fnatic with the first 2 maps looking quite strong until that second half of Icebox.
He's just on the edge. He maybe doesn't even realize he's on the edge of it. This was the kill though from Crash. He's winning that fight before he
we haven't
died.
had that kind of back and forth round by round almost. We had, even in this one, 4 in a row, and now 3 in a row.
It's been streaky, yeah. It's really rough, because then, well, obviously, when you look towards the crucial rounds for...
Pro, I started watching again, and now they lose 3 rounds in a row. Yep, you're right. It definitely is you. That's a good point. It is you. In fact, you've been a problem in a lot of people's lives, I'm sure. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know you. Maybe you're a massive twat. You could be. You could be. Any one of you could be. I mean, I know some of you are. That guy right there, I don't know. That's a maybe on that guy. But some of you? Does he not want the subs? Some people lean into that kind of stuff. Liar.
Still a couple of seconds until we get this underway. And all eyes turn to the man. Kayak here steps
I like the
home. You can
people
see
who
him
just
trying
like,
to
yeah, I am a
almost
problem.
puff up those cages. The Prowler once again sent. He is forced off the angle now. So early work has been achieved. It took a lot of
They go
util
back to
from
the
Benji.
4-1.
Took one of the
Yeah,
Prowlers
Brazel.
as well coming out from Rien's, but it's going to get them at least Woot's ult as well. I'm pretty sure that's now locked in.
What did chat do to me?
Not taking the tour.
I don't know. Be mean?
Rotation. Now from Heretics, pings coming through, indicating some sort of
he's here
commitment
again.
here, but Kayak slipping into a deeper position
So
once
it's a
again.
4-1, but just in a slightly different.
Because again, that Prowler, it won't be enough. I mean, he can wait as late as he wants on this. And Crashies took the contact. He doesn't
good
land
slide.
in midair, so Kayak backs away. But they get slowed down on their push up through A main. Woot looking for a body to punish, but Boaster tucked in towards that smoke. He's got help from Crashies up towards heaven, and Boaster swings it. A little ambitious to say the least, but valiant attempt here. But you can see Fnatic waiting patiently in all these smokes. Heretics fighting hard for every step they're taking.
Problem being
Once
now,
you're about to fade.
the next issue being Kayak is still here,
So now you have to
still
cross.
unfazed. That's actually perfect.
With
Kayak
no
almost
smoke.
turning into it here,
Oh,
but
he
that's it,
missed
swing and a
again.
miss on the first.
No, it's the easy ones he seems to miss all the time. The hard ones
Yeah.
he seems to land. But Heretics bounce on towards the site.
So he's
Get
missed,
themselves a plant. You
3
saw
too
how
many
hard they had
shots
to work
today
just
in
to
this
get
match.
away from that operator. They've done marvelously at that.
Fnatic
Now,
money
Alpha
is
and
actually
Crashies they'd
good.
love to take away if they could. Finance is still certainly on a knife's edge for themselves here, but Heretics,
Alpha's just gonna
this
try
has
and
been a
contain
huge
in
upswing
main.
for them.
Contain in
Heads up
main.
about this every single round.
But these guys should, I mean,
We'll actually get
guys
control
should
of the
go this way,
operators
really.
themselves.
Like you know that
Even
this
there
is
where
true.
it feels a little dicey for Heretics, but able to wait things out and still actually capitalize on the smokes being up, which is the biggest concern. Alpha
Gonna keep
unfortunately,
that
is
up.
getting to the back of the dome. Crashes 20 HP, don't really expect him to commit towards this engagement. Rien's won't go for the spam either, so Heretics up to 5 now. Still putting in good work here on
Heretics,
Fracture.
was it a fake comeback? Yeah, it was a fake comeback. Let's be real. I mean, it was exactly that. Like it did feel real at one point,
just
but
caught it, but
as it often tends to be
behind
the case,
smoke,
it
Chronicle
was
Splash
fake.
just isn't there. Not as effective as
Okay, stick around.
maybe
Like,
Boaster
ready.
would have
Good
thought.
job.
Yeah, first time really Heretics have won out in one of those slower, drawn-out rounds, to be honest.
Ooh, they
First
forgo
time
the off.
actually
He
you see
had an off.
Kayak
He goes
under
for
a ton of
rifle.
pressure.
I do think it takes so much mental focus though, because
And they push all the
again,
way
this
out.
map has
They
so many avenues of
We actually-
approach.
Oh, sorry, he
Oh,
did
they
actually
sold
sell the
it.
operator, yeah.
Okay, because he was considering bringing it in. Obviously, we see it in Wu-Tan's here, but opting against it now, but look how far they've made progress. Through
They got
EMEA,
Wu topping.
pushed off this. They're going
and
to leave
Alpha is
Crashies looking over towards dish push out, but they're going to
fully
be here
pushed
in a
out here too.
They've effectively pinched it, and they don't need to deal with this trip.
Oh my god, he's taking the rope.
Oh my god, Chronicle catches Rienz. That's going to be
What?
baffling. No idea that was happening.
Now the problem is they don't know which way they're going. They've
I mean, they've
all
given
guessed
up
A.
the B
Why have
side,
we
but
all
that's
guessed
fine.
A?
They've already got the pick.
Still got this retake set up as well from Alpha. Yeah, gave away the camera there.
Now again,
so
Buster is not
gonna
aware.
have it once this retake gets
But
started.
they've not smoked his part of the map because they want to push it.
See one of the trips dealt with. Looking for a spam.
God, this tempo just fluctuating the whole time. No one wanting to break the silence until then. Woot not leaving that angle, gonna get another as well. Crashies
What a play.
determined to try and trade it, but there's no trade coming in.
Pressure coming through from main though. Do they can't quite pin down the
We
plant?
just killed
Woot finds a
everyone. I
third,
mean,
though.
that's not good.
Okay.
Right, finally
What?
shuts him down. There's two of his own.
No way! Alpha helping him out on that one, but Benji, we know this kid can clutch.
Don't know where he
We
is,
know he's
but
good
he's
for it.
half.
Kayak's barely alive. He's
He
gonna
got
get into
half though, so he's giving him a
We're
lot of
1v1
time.
now. And it's gonna be a fair fight.
Oh
The
wow, what a
trade
round by
Alpha
Kayak.
Gets the better of Benji after all that work from Woot. Rips it away from him.
Plant
What
favourites
have
will
I missed
Benji
so
here,
far
but
this GF?
1v2
Well, if you,
has to
I
show
mean, this
his
is
hand
funny.
on the first, and again, just that gut-dropping moment here for Rienz, but Heretics after that, they recover really well. Woot finding
You've missed most of the grand final that Fnatic
individual
win.
engagements here.
Fnatic
Isolated
destroyed
kills with
on
the
split
operator.
like an absolute
This was
destruction.
beautiful from Kayak.
Icebox, they just it was 10-2 up. Got a bit of a fake comeback.
Really break that post plant apart.
He's a hard 4 rounds, Mike. This is a curious start, but again, we can see the intention behind it. Fnatic trying to take a lot of space off this. Kayak, that's a lot of players here, though, on that corner. Oh, dazed and confused, almost went into that. Easy
Your ult,
boot.
now they're gonna get
Easy
pinched.
boots then sprung into
Crashies, you
action,
have to
spotted
just
1,
ult
2
something.
players.
Pick a side and ult
I
it.
don't know about the third by Sam. There's a lot of bodies here, and it's still through smokes at this point.
So he did, but he did it the
Absolute
he did
nightmare
it the
to try
wrong
and
way.
catch who's killing who, but it's
Well,
Benji.
I mean, I
Left
guess
standing in
it worked out
1v2
either way,
again.
but I think he has to push one side back.
We've been here before,
Or should have been your ult there.
all too recently.
Just
Bosa
needs to
on the
tuck
side.
in.
Alpha did actually retrieve the orb here, so does have the neural theft. Benji, 72 HP, almost has to commit towards this one.
Have you given a take on any of the RT2 drama
I made a
or
video
the
about the-
allegations against Floor? Sorry if it's a not allowed topic.
The floor one is just like,
Hang on, did he actually get
you know,
the operator?
I don't
like he
know
did.
if there is a take to give about the
I
floor
don't think so.
situation, to be honest,
The
because
observer's confirming it. Love you
I don't
guys.
know
No,
what happened.
They did not catch
You
that,
don't know what happened.
Operator at the end, so they're missing. Oh, these trades though were just ridiculous. When they both are lovely.
Yeah, I mean it's also kind of
It
heartbreaking.
is what it is.
because
The
Heretics,
tier 2 one
they navigate the early round, they get towards
is
the site here, and it's
crazy, but again, I
really
think the big
chaotic.
takeaway from the tier 2 one is though that, and I would say this is not
Really
just for
chaotic
Valorant, but this is
exchange,
just
but
like
There's just no
for
comfort behind that first layer.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Kayak's got the next
for
best thing. When there's light shields on
really
the other side of the board.
esports in general, but particularly
Again,
tier
when
2
you're trying to be frugal in
esports,
these sort of
these are the
rounds, you
big
may be a little bit
esports.
unwilling to
Like
invest
they
for
are
utility
really
again, rinse,
prime
repeat, but
grounds
the second you take your
for
eyes off it, you're going to be punished by it. And
for match
Kayak is
fixing.
being
Like they
just
really are. They
rewarded.
are like actual prime
The molly, but I think he's a little late to it, but it's fine. Him and
prime
Kayak
breeding
looking
grounds
outside
for
Heretics. Not
for
finding
match
that
fixing.
same footing now. Move left. Round walk through the sand, nowhere to be going. In zone flawless, Fnatic tipping the scales.
Yeah, I've
here
heard
at
about
the
the
end.
XLG suspension.
A chance to tie things up. First time we'll have such a close affair after a first half. Kayak actually catching boot with the wall bang there.
Do I think all the Chinese teams combined win over under
Definitely some
5.5
positives
maps?
here for Heretics.
Well, Wolves are winning how many? 2-0, 2-0. So Wolves win 4 to get to
Plenty
playoffs.
this
Then
series left to
how many
play
is
as
it?
well.
4 games. So and then the last one's a best
Certainly
of
some positives
5.
to build upon here for your Heretics.
So yeah, definitely more
One
than
away from the
5.
showstopper. Do have Rien's ultimate off rip here. See on the flip side of things, like neural theft that we did previously mention. And of course, Boaster. Again, this operator in
I'm
play.
with XLG. They
Hand for Kayak.
right. What's the right word? I don't know. But they suspended one of their players Did they terminate his contract? I actually don't know.
Yeah, we're trying to identify him. That would be a touch.
So to summarize, is this more FNC looking like 2023 or have TH shrunk against FNC again?
The first map, Fnatic were very good, to be fair. They had some really good ideas. Second map, I would put it down to like Heretics starting to crumble a bit at the start, and like their mental seemed a bit gone. And then they kind of come back into it since the second half of Icebox.
Stalemate now achieved. Crash, she's gonna find Minibu.
A bit of both, a bit of A, a bit of B. But the first map was up. Fnatic were cooking.
3 players against him. Looks to isolate a 1v1. Chronicles having none of it. Fnatic pushing up to 7-5.
Which map would I make the video on? Definitely Split. If Fnatic 3-0 this, then definitely Split, because some of the things Fnatic did on Split were like very high level shit. Some of it like kind of perfect rounds. Now some of that again is Heretics, you know, not being able to disrupt them at all, but like just some of the ideas and the way that they worked, like yeah, just like working kind of flawlessly. Who got suspended? YOU. I don't fully understand why he got suspended.
Amazing co-stream.
I think it was just
Wood's girlfriend. Welcome to VCT EMEA the arena. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling really excited. I think, like, because of the matches, everyone's heart is just beating. Like, whether if you're rooting for Fnatic or Team Heretics, it's really fun to watch right now.
He made racist remarks. Well, that'll do it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't fully. I just saw the news that he had them.
Doing the watch parties here?
Don't know what YouTube chat.
Watching is, I think, sometimes it's less stressful if you're winning, of course, but watch parties.
There's nothing to do with the match fixing stuff. He was banned for 2 years ago in Toronto. I don't know why that's the popular opinion when the statement doesn't say anything.
So yeah.
I'm gonna pick your brains a little bit, of course. With Team Heretics, did you know that Wood was gonna be playing some Raze today? And what do you think of it?
I mean, because I'm a foot talent, I have no idea what's going on behind, but I was excited to see.
Oh, that's an interesting dynamic. You work for foot, but are the girlfriend of a player on Team Heretics. That's an interesting.
Has the time come when I can finally admit to being a Fnatic glazer?
Oh yeah, now's the fucking time to out yourself as a big Fnatic fan. Oh yeah, this team that's struggled for so many fucking years. Oh yeah, the struggle bus of fucking EMEA, Fnatic. Oh yeah, now's the time to come out of fucking of the fucking of the woods and reveal. Oh yes, I am Treebeard of Fnatic. Fucking hell. Oh guys, I'm gonna do something really fucking. Try being CN. Try being a fucking Giants fan. Try and fucking root for Giants.
Said, do not count out Heretics just yet. Fnatic can get the ball rolling here. Another pistol.
Thoughts on Tens saying recently he'd prefer a lot less utility in Val, essentially make all util non-refresh.
Go and fucking play CS.
Let's see what Heretics have.
If you want to play CS, Tens, it's fine. Go and play. You're retired now, bro. Just go and play CS. Like, it's fine.
They handle what this man's been causing, which is mostly
like that's cool.
Kayak taking his time here. Oh, you can see how close these angles are, how dangerous a step out of place is.
The thing, like, that's the thing, and it's one of those things. It's like, if imagine.
Down to 23 HP, certainly gonna.
Have you done a tier list of the stage 1 trophies?
Imagine you got rid of cooldowns on it. I mean, how the fucking game wouldn't work. Brim would be OP as shit. Right? If every other controller, just had 2 smokes, you'd have to redesign like half of the agents. Or like what? You're going to get rid of all smoke cooldowns? You're going to get rid of what? Is Viper just the most OP agent of all time then? What? You're going to get rid of the fuel? You're going to have to completely redesign Viper? You're going to have to redesign Neon because you can't have refreshable fucking sprint around the map? Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Looking so uninviting over
I'm tired of these C's bums crying about you too. I hate that Valorant is a different game and
you're getting one guy who didn't say that?
Holy
look, I don't care if Tens didn't say that or not. I think Tens generally is a very positive influence on the scene. We are lucky to have 10s. 10s, in terms of faces for games, 10s might be the best one of the whole fucking time. We couldn't have a better fucking face of the game.
Certainly looking a little more energetic.
As far as I'm aware.
On stage, which is a huge positive.
It looked like a somber affair in those first two maps until maybe the second half of Icebox, but
Faker?
nice to see him getting a little pumped up there.
Faker? I hardly know her.
A bit more of a fight back. A bit close. Was this side that Kayak did struggle with initially before he got that operator out some time ago. That's something that will return, but for now, Heretics just need to make sure they don't make silly mistakes. You wouldn't want to lose to 5 Classics, for example.
Bro folded under no pressure.
But that's going to be given. Hopefully you get the pings, actually. Minibu, you've got to be careful, but...
You can give me all the fucking -2s you want. Give me all the fucking -2s you want. You guys couldn't survive a -2. Lifetime, I'm up a lot. Okay? Lifetime, I've got plenty of -2s to spare. And I'll still be positive. A lot of you guys, you're maybe like on +1 about now. Maybe even 0.
Another option for
30 seconds
to
left.
find an engagement, but got to be careful, actually. I was going to say, Minibu drifting ahead of the box. A chance, potentially, for him to get spotted on the retreat. Yeah, he is, yeah. He's even holding for the jump peek here. Confirmation will be found. Boo and
Get this round
Riggins.
over with. Let's get to the
Find
real
other
round.
2 members of Fnatic. Chronicle. Desperate.
You can't stop him.
But if someone said that Ye said that about the util, that would be very funny that the fucking chamber player wants that. That would be funny. Genuine question, what does -2 mean? -2 means when someone makes a joke that you don't like, so you give them -2.
It's way too early.
It's something that the kids started doing because, I don't know, they're fucking dumb and need something to do.
We need to get to Lotus then.
Because they can't just say that's not that funny.
Second half, I have to wait.
Control yourself.
I'm making a note of that. Second half. Lotus. Don't lose now, Heretics. Let's see though.
If I touched a nerve, I'm sorry. On a better note, would you like Wolves to play in their opening Toronto match?
You heard coming through was there for a
You don't
reason,
want Wolves
so
to play. I want Wolves to fuck Sentinels up. God, that would be my fucking...
Is a huge
That'd be the fucking best thing that ever happened in the world.
For Fnatic. Heretics try and slow this down as much as possible.
It definitely wouldn't happen.
Be careful of the spam here.
Like, in terms of Wolves actually winning, who do they have the best chance against? Who are the other 2
On
seeds?
this first peak.
What is it? Genji, Sen,
Smoke, I believe,
whoever,
from Blue,
probably Heretics. Oh, and that's it. So they have to play one of Genji, Sen, or Heretics? Fucking hell.
Obviously, with Cage is committed from Benji.
Probably Genji, I guess. Like, in terms of them, like, winning, probably Genji.
Pressure starting to build for them. Fnatic looking to stack back up towards B, but this
It
judge
came from a Germa stream where people could add 2 minutes or remove 2 minutes and he would stop streaming when the time ended. People now do it across Twitch.
Well, there you go. There's your real explanation for those who
gonna put the pressure on them.
true
Passive
knows.
reveal, not gonna get anything. You can see that pause for thought here.
Ooh,
Little laboured, but it's
little
fine. Job
laboured,
done.
yeah.
Bo's gonna take down
Are they
Riggins,
ready
but
for
this
the guy
is
in
the only
tower?
factor that could
Nope.
change it. This Judge up towards
Judge in
tower, gonna get
tower,
down the
OP.
first. He survived. He's,
he's trying to get
he
out.
does
They
get
got
caught
him.
in the end. Takes away Boaster though, so back down to this 2v3. It's not impossible.
Minibu only has
Many
a
more kills, and it's actually pretty
Marshall.
costly.
What can he pick up?
It looks like there was an adjustment of routing.
I was going to say,
Okay, you
Minibu
got a
dropped his weapon
Bulldog.
for that, so luckily able to get the Bulldog back in hand.
Now they have salvos.
Look at this post-bomb positioning. Woot's done really well. Woot's pathing was excellent for this. They're going to know where both players are. Minibu,
Yeah, now
I
they got
don't think you
salvos
get
back.
past this utility though, right? Like,
Now
has
what,
to
we're gonna
just wait
slide
it out
out?
for those salvos.
No, he doesn't have slide.
And they've got bodies now to throw. This Crashes can
Well
just
timed
take
by
that
Crashy.
swing. Now they lose out on 3 Vandals there, Mike. That
3
is a
guns
costly
lost,
round,
but
necessary for
terrible.
Fnatic.
Absolutely. See if, well, what Fnatic can string together here. Again, almost when you see Boo, you think Fnatic in a position to isolate
judge in
him.
tower?
Maybe conscious of somebody playing up close
Insane.
with a stinger or
Look at the fucking maps
something
though. They are quite weird.
like a judge actually as well. Unfortunately, Alpha, I guess his ranked struggles continue.
Crashies play with a fixed map? That does seem a little strange as a pro.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested.
Like after the ping changes, playing with a fixed map.
To note here, Woot coming into this now.
The
Well,
Woot
operator in hand. Early on
boosted up
in
as
the
well.
half.
Can he see past that smoke? Yes, he can. This should be a free one. For kayak. For kayak. For kayak. For kayak.
He was just smirking as well, by the way.
I'm without words. Show me that one on the replay. Down to 4 though, and Rien's feeling pretty alone here. He doesn't have much help. Benji trying to get closer, but that's a pixel spotted. But Rien's not going to be cleared. Tries to get ahead of the stun, but Kayak again
Oh, they're ready for
clearing
Crashies.
Mini boot.
The spike is still
Oh,
miles
the
away, but
timing.
Fnatic.
This round feels so sewn up for Fnatic.
Fnatic just
can't seem to
walking
lose.
around the map and waiting for Heretics to swing into them. That's a crazy round by Kayak though again. Holy fuck.
Boo, the last on the chopping board. Kayak's probably going to get a little curious towards spawn. Stun will come through. It's actually Alpha to find it.
What team has the most top 20 players?
And actually the
That is a
Heretics
good question.
gonna be
The strange thing about this Masters is
after 2 losses.
there might not be a team with more than 2. I'd be shocked if there's a team with more than
Smoke almost
2.
deep enough to set that in motion. Almost baiting Woot into peak.
Who's the best? Leaf, Kajak, Braga or Chimkin? And why is it Kajak?
Frustration starting to show.
Well, G2, I don't think anyone will have 3. I don't think any team will have 3 players.
As much as we've seen Heretics have a great
I'd be
start
surprised
this half,
thinking about it.
You can see where the scoreboard resides, 9-7. Those first 2 maps in Fnatic's hands. And Miniboo trying
Nice one,
and
but
takes away Kayak.
trade.
That's a big scout.
Let his
to
Kayak
claim.
down.
Ooh, that's a
could
Yeah,
cause issues
running
here.
into the nade.
She able to get out.
Taking a lot of damage from that nade though.
It's only really Boaster and Crashies to
You don't think Leaf makes top 20?
bear the brunt of that.
Oh, top
Plenty of
20?
ultimates here, though.
Oh, I was thinking top 10. Top 20?
Current
Probably
Fnatic
G2.
or lock-in Fnatic?
Big ultimates. Boaster and Crashies. If they're called upon here.
Depends what you mean. If you mean versus the competition at the time, like current Fnatic would beat lock-in Fnatic because they just know more about the game and they're just better at the game. Because
now. That'll be the green light for Fnatic.
teams weren't that good at lock-in. But versus the teams that they were playing against, lock-in Fnatic had a much bigger gap than current Fnatic does.
This feels a little bit uncomfortable, but for Fnatic, they've got the side, but you're looking again towards tower a little bit here with Benji, but he's only got a ghost.
Oh,
Okay.
only got a ghost,
Yeah,
but
my
that's
bad.
the damage of that
Very
nade.
haunting tower like it's free. Look at this, Benji's still up here.
Wow.
What is that, Benji? One's already
Now they
ridiculous,
win the round.
two's just
Wow.
unfounded. And now Boaster has got to go nuclear here. He's trying to fight forward, but
That's the damage of that nade though. That first one was a one tap because of they ran into the nade.
Still going to be a purchase behind this for Fnatic, yes, but
So a thrifty
a
for
pay save
Heretics.
card thrifty here in round 17. Could be something to pin your hopes to.
Jeez, I didn't know I could curse
Did I
like
know that the
this,
Toronto
honestly.
final will only have a 5k venue capacity? I didn't know that.
But yeah, the second so rough for Alpha. The credit where credit's due, Benji. Flipping
Again,
this
I
on his
would
head.
hope that considering we only get 3 internationals a year, you would hope that they would
A chance
kind of, you
to
know,
tie
go
things
all
up.
out.
Kayak will have his ultimate here.
Kayak's gonna ult.
Rifles across the board elsewhere for
Tack?
Fnatic.
Fnatic tack? Tack?
What's this then?
I wish.
Are we just waiting for this?
Everyone could hear. But moving straight, clean against classics,
fine.
Lauren.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all
Fnatic
good.
has a
Okay,
92%
we're good.
win
We're
rate
good.
against
Whatever it
Nico
was, we're
rounds.
good. We're fine.
Third highest globally.
Marvelous news.
I mean, at least it's well timed. It's well timed. They just lost against Nico.
There was a ghost in there, actually.
They've left the
That's against
spike.
Classics.
That's the spike.
Ah, don't start misbehaving. It's a close game. It's 9-8. I need to stay focused. Kayak's got ult. Boaster's got out. Who's got it on the other side? Okay, Woot's got his. Boo's got his. And Rien's 1 away. Mini Boo 2 away. This could be a big old round here.
So that's really the swing round that Heretics would have been asking for. Can they follow through though? Really see much of an adjustment here from Fnatic. The attacking side, but actually Heretic's going to get a little proactive here, rewarded. Oh, and actually Alpha
we're
can't
gonna get a timeout after this one for
counterbalance
Fnatic.
that. 2 clean kills for
Are they just gonna save?
Barely any damage.
I like that. I like seeing them coming up with something new, right? Like how much freedom and how much damage
gonna
is Cloud been
save.
able to do. Cool, let's face him with 3. It's been great. And then obviously Alpha, you can see the frustration almost on his face there, a little bit about it, just like, you know, unable to get much damage done. But seeing Heretics turning those screws a little bit just at the end here.
30 seconds left.
Showing signs of life.
Fnatic just going to try and sit this one out, to be honest with you. Chronicle sad 26-55.
Why are we going at exclamation mark sideshow feet pics?
Purchase will be there.
Why are we doing this?
I think it's kind of mitigating any sort of swing round that the previous could become.
10
In terms of stringing anything together beyond that. We'll tie things up though, Heretics at 9 apiece.
We know you have them. I don't have them. But yeah, can't you just type uwu and it'll show you his fucking feet when he got them out?
Just on the brink as well.
You don't look like a Chris. What name? I don't understand this. What does that mean? Like, what name do I look like?
Feel the kind of tension between these two teams. Very scared to make these moves. Now you've got Heretics starting to kind of get a bit more creative
Fucking
in moments
Socrates?
as well, willing to take chances, which is bold at this point to get it back to 9 apiece.
Yeah, this isn't the risk-taking territory, really, you want to be in the grand finals trailing by 2 maps.
Tom? Oh, let's pick a fucking... Let's just pick... What's the fucking whitest name I can think of?
Crashies couldn't quite get as much info on the side he wanted. And look,
Hang
he's
on,
already
Woot's
backfilled that.
backfilling, yeah. A little bit of a standoff. So the Cam want to try and set something in motion
Keith?
here, actually.
I'm not that old, man.
Say whether or not
How many
Fnatic can
Keiths are my age?
progress through
Not
B
many.
main. Re-ends.
That's the spike! The overheat moment!
There's the camera, they're going to be scurrying
Oh,
away.
wow.
It was a trap play
Got out.
that sends them off, but it feels like they've barely seen each other. We're at 50 seconds, and that was the first real contact we found.
Anonymous Gifter, thanks for the tier 1 to...
Sniff this out.
Well, we'll get to it in a second.
Actually comes through, Woot will fall.
Yeah, the floodgates could have opened.
That's 7
them, but Brienne
HP.
stops it
He has
in
ult
his
though.
tracks. Takes a lot of damage for it. He doesn't know about the push-up coming through from main already. The pressure from Sand was there. And Benji now on an island. Can he thrive? And can he even survive at this point? Looking for one,
No
he gets
trade.
it, isolates Alpha, tucks it towards that pillar side.
Oh, this is a classic Benji round.
Chronicle down, but you can see already Crashy.
He's fucking missed him. He must know he's in the smoke.
Oh my god.
No idea about it. Crashy's on the site. You got something for us, Crashies? You're gonna know there was someone nearby. You're gonna know that Benji was near you.
Well, Heretics take the
We've only
lead.
got 10 seconds. I don't know if he's gonna be able to pry these players out of place here. Yeah, it's already faded here. There's too many bodies against him. Heretics.
Well, it was a classic Benji round. You could already
They'll
tell.
play the trap plays. They'll sit there and be as patient
How
as
do
you
I read
are,
this?
Fnatic. If that's your game plan, you might need to go back to the drawing board.
Ah. Raw.
It's just so crazy
Raw.
to watch this one play out
On.
the way it does. It's only really Brienne's to
On.
slow this down.
I.
Actually finds that trade
Chan.
is Benji
Ya. Mete.
to find these 2 kills that almost see your Fnatic's fate in round 19.
Pretty sure that's how
Force
you
out
say
a
it.
timeout once again.
Broken the money on this too, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
there's
Fnatic do take a timeout. Is it just me that gets annoyed? Like, I would be, as a coach, if we're losing and I see you doing this, it annoys me. Because you're a Tory? Unless you need a mental reset timeout, but that's not what Fnatic need. They need a fucking Hungry, hungry hippos.
So expecting Crashies and Boaster to buy out as well, but light shields across the board. Can't spot any gaps in utility initially, but can spot a pace change.
You can do it when it's the opponent's timeout. I don't give a shit if it's the opponent's
Still
timeout.
invested early on to set Kayak
Marsh
up.
Wiggle 82.
Side with an operator.
Thanks for tier 1. Oh no, it's not a tier 1 from Marsh Wiggle. It's a gift sub from Thinking Man's Arse Biscuit 44. Thank you, Thinking Man's Arse Biscuit 44.
They even sat the chairs up yet. Steady work, yes, but it's bloody cautious, isn't it?
They got Yoru and
Maybe
Brimble
just
to deal with.
anticipating Heretics to get a little aggressive, but
Trying to play slow to just kind of deal with
it's not going
the
to happen. This late on in
information
the
game. The
on
Fade
map
Prowler
3.
comes out again, doesn't see anything.
Unchecked on?
So the rotate comes in.
Makes me a little bit nervous. Okay, so Salvo's there.
missed the
Operator
shot.
Noted now, yeah.
But
You
you
got
look
the
at
fucking
Yuko
St.
coming in,
George's
waiting for
cross
that
here on
player
the
to slide
side.
on up, and Woot's in a lot of trouble here, trying to pick his target. Tower's already taken. He's got nowhere to really run here, and now there's danger. Fnatic
Wow,
crunching
okay.
on the side.
Fair enough, nice.
Late as anything.
So again, it comes back to tower.
At
I
this
mean,
point, Plant's going to be coming in, and they've done the
then
job
use
now.
Naturally, Alpha
Cypher ult,
looking
and
to
Alpha
apply
just
even
trying to
more pressure. Rians finds a response, but a 1v4
send it on him.
now.
Chronicle should be trying to get this
Ask of
kill.
him to prevent Fnatic from tying things up once more. Good for the second as well, actually.
Get these two separated. I could see how you could maybe get Boaster.
Still got util though.
Okay, Salvos. Teo, fun agent, I promise. Oh.
Okay.
I almost believed for a second. You
I'm
got
back.
me a little bit interested in what was going down there, but slow and steady seeming to win the race for Fnatic.
What do you think about Fnatic putting Alpha on more duelist? I think it makes
At
sense.
this point, again, it still
I
felt
think
as if they
putting
were
your
gonna
players
struggle
in the best position to
find
carry the
Woot.
game
He's
is
the last to fall on this side.
a perfectly reasonable thing to do, but
That's how we play, boys. That's how it's Valorant is so easy game. Let's go.
Oh, it's an easy game.
Well, it's just easy game.
I've been struggling so much.
10-10, easy game. Well, let's see.
So they're just gonna do
Just
the
how
same
easy
thing.
You can follow through on that statement.
no, it's a little bit
Ults.
quicker.
Heretics here. You can see them. Whoa, might actually, yeah, progress through very early on in the round.
God,
this time
feeling
around.
so hard to hold for Woot as well. He's under so much pressure coming in towards that tower. He succeeded on the
And Woot
first,
got
overfell
one,
on the
but then
second.
got traded.
Chronicle going to clear tower and take
Boaster
the
didn't
site.
put down his
Look at
other
who's left for
smokes.
Heretics, Benji, closest by. The rest are still in spawn. This methodical take that's been working wonders on B is once again there.
And again, just the
Benji
trip.
strikes though. You can see how disconnected the others were.
Now
Got
the
pushed up
spike
from that
and
B main
him
cross,
and yeah,
got pushed
not
up
getting
from
those smokes
Arcade,
down is
but
actually going to
Crash
cost them this round.
falls.
The fact that Boaster ran in before Chronicle,
Now, Alpha has to make the walk of death here
that's
in
a
the right
whiff.
swing.
And also the
Throws him
UI
off
is
guard.
fucking what the fuck is going on?
Unfortunately, the response is found at 5 HP now left for Kayak. To try and find something left here. So revealed by the neural theft as well.
Kayak, 5 HP.
30 seconds
Smoke
left.
themselves
Try and
off.
find the spike as well.
He'd have to hit.
Still a trip to play off as well.
Yeah.
I got spike.
Hey, tap. Oh god, this all it's just insta death.
They have Molly.
Everything
They
can
do.
kill you.
He's gonna die.
Including the volley. Boo's gonna put him out of his misery beforehand.
Okay,
And
it's back.
Heretics this time handle
Massive
it.
win from
It
Heretics,
feels like,
considering that was a
again,
nice
that one moment
initial
from
exec
Benji
again by Fnatic,
saved
but as
them
I
that
say,
round.
Boaster
Two,
just
yeah,
not
two
putting
for
down
one
his two
trade
smokes
favors Fnatic, but again, they're just still so hesitant to commit
and dying
towards
to
the
Woot.
spike plan. That's what I believe, yeah.
I mean, to be
Chronicle
fair, he's not
fall
even
down
in
the
that
open,
aggressive
yeah.
a position, but the fact that they didn't have it
This is
down,
after the smokes have dropped, I believe, after the cages from Alpha have been invested.
and yeah, and they just didn't go with the cages, which is kind of
Almost a
like,
full
you have to go
purchase
with
still
cages.
available.
Let's go.
11 on the board now for Heretics.
Okay,
Gotta
big
argue
swing
if
round.
Fnatic want to close this out.
Could be
Three,
the
it
map.
has to be here in round 22.
Ace. Oh, what?
Jack Sprat could eat no farts, his wife could eat no lean. Did you know there is a town called Barton in the Beans?
They tried to get
I
aggressive,
did know there
Heretics.
was a town called
Well,
Barton.
Woot's gonna go for it again, it looks like, but Crashies is still fine. This is towards the corner. Woot looking kind of confused as to
slow it
where to be
down.
really keeping control of.
5v3, they're waiting for
Unable to win out on Arcade either, so they have to retreat. Benji still committed towards A site as
did
well.
you see the I mean they know that Raze is there somewhere.
Fnatic will let this breathe for a moment, allow that pressure to mount on Heretics.
Heretics money is fine, so that's not a problem for them. They are going to come back. Obviously, Yoda, thanks for the 26 months. I prefer grouping up here. I think that's the right choice.
Only Kayak to take some damage here, and it's
Big boy Benji,
You should be able to trade out now up to 2
huge
players.
once again. Been called upon previously on this site to anchor for Heretics.
30 seconds left.
What you got for us this time?
They're stalking, more doing.
Costa has another smoke.
Wait.
Stalled. 20 seconds. This is getting a little bit dangerous. Benji does survive,
Okay,
but
good
only for a
slide, but should
second.
be the round.
Fire catches, pushing through the smoke, and even with late time, there's still enough for this plant. Woot's options are pretty much zero.
Now, everyone living for Fnatic means that they'll be able to survive a loss in the
for
next
Fnatic.
round, so that would be quite important for
Stuck
them.
behind this trip, so gonna give this one up. Fnatic will tie things up once more.
Boasters 1 off ult. Kayaks 1 off ult.
The purchase is
Alpha's
still
2
going to
off
be
ult.
pretty comfortable for Heretics. Boo still got the ultimate, Mini Boo with his as well. So definitely tools to throw at this.
They will still buy next round.
Potentially an
If
in-zone
Woot
flawless,
saves,
it
he can
could be
buy
a bit
Mini
of a
Boo as
boom.
well. This next round is going to be huge.
Fnatic, yeah, because think about it, Boaster 1 away, Kayak 1 off as well. Crashy's not a million miles away. Financial reset for Heretics could come at a pretty awkward time here in the map.
I'm worried. I am worried about this. And this was, again, I have to say it.
Nice little
Crashies
Crashies
is
round.
such a composed player.
He is, yeah.
It's just how calm he is about everything, how he's handling this pressure coming in, and the tempo change. We saw the Fnatic were taking a very long time on their approaches, letting them sweat, letting them almost marinate right at that point. So to try and take the advantage, I get that from Heretics.
Teo
but
nerfs we sensed. Yeah,
something-
Teo nerfs are coming in for Toronto. I mean, the patch is already out. Have I ever been to Molyneux? Literally, my 2-year sub alert is me at Molyneux. We've conquered all of China. We're never gonna stop. From Toronto to Paris. We'll win the fucking lot. And when we win in Paris, we told you what we'll do. The best team in the world. The boys from Molyneux. Allez, allez, allez. Yeah, the draw does happen after this match.
Here, Mike, right? They do have this ult with Mini Boo, they do have Boo with his as well, and it feels like it was almost like a game of chicken with
The third best in VCT globally. I'm interested to see who would be higher than that. 80% is pretty good.
It's almost encouraging them to do so, right?
Certainly would feel that way. Certainly would look that way as well to kick
Bit of a
things
pace
off.
change.
Deep trip as well.
They go and get Brimmel.
Catch anybody out on that note. Almost looks like it was a full retake setup once again. Maybe Fnatic leaning into that.
Don't want to just run into the Cypher.
Almost want them to progress a little faster on the other side though. Just now exploring towards Arcade. Lucky that Fnatic haven't followed through on this just yet.
And the way Boasters uses smokes is very interesting. They're only going to have one left.
The fact they're targeting almost towards Benji seems wild, but we are seeing that investment of the ult
They're
from
getting
Mini
the double
Boo.
flank.
About that 50-second marker now. Timer starting to become a
Have
factor.
to speed up eventually here.
Didn't see too much, but here comes the play, and Benji once again
Oh.
can't withstand the
Now
pressure.
the flank,
It's
the
too
flank.
much on him.
supposed to
Identifying
ult
him
this.
solo almost,
Yeah.
and creating that
It's a
pressure
battle.
and punishing. And Heretics though
Terrible
fighting
ult.
back, clearing through from main.
Didn't realize how
Kayak
far up
gets
they
one
were.
for himself,
But
though,
Alpha's
to
in a
keep it
great
this
spot now.
3v3.
Buta invests the ultimate as well.
Oh, the
Kayak
smoke.
now slipping ahead of these smokes now. We'll find one. Miniboo will
Finds
fall.
the
Spots
timing.
Boo as well.
Oh, he's done wonders here. So much from him. But Boo withstands. I thought that was on the money, but no. Crashes
Wow,
is
it's gonna
clear.
have to be Alpha.
Heretics not down yet. Alpha called upon 1v1.
Oh my god, Alpha. Well, I mean, he made a terrible mistake by dropping there. There's never any world where you actually drop there, surely, right? And then he still wins it. Holy fuck.
Fnatic on map, series, and championship.
Holy
point here.
fuck.
And the finances of Heretics going to be rattled. Kayak again, just toying
When he
with
dropped, I was like, oh,
expectations
well, he's
once
fucked it.
more.
When he dropped, because I'm not even sure. Does he mean to drop?
But I thought Heretics had done
Oh,
enough.
maybe he
there,
does.
man.
I thought I honestly thought he'd fucked it.
Yep.
Alpha has to walk through.
You beautiful man. Sit down. Sit down.
And now they've got a sheriff for wood.
Is off to another big star here.
They've gone for the triple push up through
Two
drop,
rifles,
and there's
one
no one
Guardian.
there. I mean, Alpha might
Stinger
check
and
the
a
cam.
sheriff for Heretics to keep this dream alive on Fracture.
There.
Okay, they see the push out on the cam.
Seems like it, right? Seas goes down, might catch the secondary part of the pack.
We're not. How have we not put a fucking smoke down? What is Bosa's smoke? Bosa's on the fucking Zaza, bro. What the fuck is he doing?
Fight though, they're just through towards sand.
Why is he like obsessed with like smoking one thing off at a time? Does he know what agent he's playing?
By a ton of information here, and actually,
Bruh.
Heretics fighting back.
I mean, that's a terrible round by
they ain't
Bosta.
done yet.
He is. That is horrific by Bosta. He's like become so obsessed with, oh, I'm gonna put one smoke down at a time, and we're gonna walk up and take some space. Bro, when they push this as like multiple people have pushed this, and you see them on the camera, you just fucking put these smokes down and take the site, bro.
Combination here will actually force Boo forwards a little bit. It's only one kill, but Rienz finds a response once more. Crashes 29 HP.
And Rien's done so well here. That sees that came in,
Anyway, we go with
isolating Kayak from the others, but Crashes has to walk into the Lion's Den here. Woot on top, and Heretics taking us the distance now.
Well, Heretics want both pistols, so
Even at 12
overall,
apiece.
Fnatic have been better in the gun rounds, but yeah, that was really fucking rough.
Of an overtime here.
Which, to be fair, it wasn't even the guy from main that killed him, but it's just it's poor Valorant.
But Heretics happy with that one. They'll take this every day of the week.
Absolutely.
Will they? I mean,
This purchase, awful. Boaster looking a little frazzled there.
okay, Kayak goes with an ult.
Really just came down to the utility of Heretics being timed to
That again is like, it's similar to fucking EG, where it almost looks like Fnatic don't know how to speed up. They literally can't do it. Now they can. I know that they can. Now he got a kill here before. He was in this exact spot. Okay, this time they use a haunt. Nice.
Shoulder that smoke as well though.
That's got to be reinvigorating though for Heretics, right? After a really hard fought for map here.
You don't ever want to be in a position.
Bosa's got a judge in tower.
With a broken bite.
Yeah.
It's a massive, massive
I only just saw that.
confidence builder for them as well.
Stop opting for the judge as well.
See, this position can do wonders with it.
I feel like it's going to
Really,
be
we should
rewarded,
have a
but
trip
let's
though
find
for him
out.
on
They
the
are
other side,
very
no?
much
Not going to be
nearby.
expecting that in overtime.
They're knocking on the door here. Fnatic got to
Any
be ready for
spammers?
what's coming their way. Heretics starting to surround, but it's Alpha to take away Benji. And
There you
hello
go.
to the judge. Already takes away one.
Okay,
Most
they did
does fall, and Woot gets into the
we're
action.
not
It's
seeing
all
any of it. I don't know what happened.
1v3.
Yeah,
As
we're
Fnatic
down into a
held down the side
1v3 and
well.
they have an up.
Spike.
And I don't know if the spike is in the smoke or not. They're gonna let him get it.
Smoke's fading. He gets away. All three on this side of the map.
He can't really isolate any of those engagements though. So he has to go huge.
Has to go here.
And it ain't gonna happen.
Okay, another
Blink and
chance
you
for
missed it.
Fnatic.
Picture perfect in
The
the end
judge
for
in
Kayak.
tower.
13 to 12. Map.
Both have been dying to do that the whole time. Ever since they got cooked by, who was it, Woot or someone with the judge in
Do
tower?
they close out this time? Or will Heretics
So, oh
take
yeah,
us
that's
another
fucking-
go of things?
Rough here as well. Walk into that expect Heretics to maybe call a timeout here with the reset and overtime.
Me and you, we're gonna be like a mowing the lawn truck bulldozer.
Mowing the lawn.
A mowing the lawn truck bulldozer. This is your goat? Is this Zoltox? I'm starting to believe it might be. You know the guy who goes ooh ah ee? I think it might be Zoltox. Okay, one round. Can Fnatic do it, or will Heretics prolong their misery even more? Let's see.
The opening half of this, the one that you would probably call a little more clear cut.
Yes, you would.
This is the one Heretics come alive on.
Let's stay focused on this. We need resilience from Heretics and singular focus from Fnatic. This round means so much, and an aggressive start. Heretics, they take the fight and they win it. A 2-to-1
fights
trade
by
out.
Heretics.
Taking away Kayak, taking away Crashies. That's
Kayak
a
and
big
Crashies down.
advantage.
It's kind of probably been their best two players.
32 HP, other side of the map. Alpha not sniffed out just yet. Again, it's
Can't
not
look
if
for
he's got
clues
space to
type
move
round.
into. Spots re-ins, trying to shoulder that angle. Deny the information of the reveal as well. Still question marks here for Heretics.
He's in Benji.
I think, have they spotted all of them? I think they've destroyed the camera.
He's being kept.
I think they
in this
destroyed.
position now.
Did they destroy Trip
Chronicle
here? I
maybe
don't know.
looking to tee up Alpha. Trade outs of util. All three heading this way. Be Benji.
Now someone's checking the old scoreboard there.
Deal with this. Second still on that horn. Smokes up. It's simplistic
Hold
in
on, just
approach.
fucking run
Rien's
through it, please.
temptation.
Fucking hell, I
Wants
thought
to
he was
walk
just going to run through that smoke.
Considering
about
it, yeah.
And now mirrored fights, bloody hell, they don't know how close they are, 20 seconds. Fnatic needs to move forward here, and it's on a knife's edge, but Chronicle gets the key kill. That's the site
Gonna
open,
give Boaster the
10
spike.
seconds.
Dropping the plant as well. Boaster will get the ultimate off this. So Molly, Aftershock, and ult here available for Fnatic, and actually used proactively here.
So he can
maybe to force
reposition.
Heretics back a little bit.
And it gets him in a nice post-plant position, very unexpected. Beautiful from him and unnoted to
Need a
Heretics'
kill here,
eye. Alpha to try and complement the cross, but Miniboo's going to get the 1v1.
The way he's tucked in there, you just know he's not going to win that
Down
fight.
to Kron and Alpha. Kron takes away Miniboo. Down to Boo and Rienz.
Played by
Trying to
Kron.
build in. Held back again. Oh, it's huge. Util poured on, force forward. Alpha strikes.
Wow, nice trade. Well played by Chronicle. Holy shit. Well, Fnatic win it. 3-0. It got close towards the end, but FNC.
Performance here in the grand finals. A clean.
Does this mean Liquid can 3-0 Fnatic and complete the 3-0 circle? And also EMEA is cooked.
Why is EMEA cooked? Why would that mean that EMEA cooked?
Well, here goes nothing.
Again, there's no shot.
Ticking away. Doo, doo. Whoa! Beta, yeah! 20 gifted! Holy fuck! Maybe it is Alpha's to win. Is that Alpha's money? Holy shit!
Another domestic trophy. FNC are the kings of Europe.
I mean, that's also true. That's fair. Beta, though. Successful hate watch? You're a Heretics hater? That's a strange thing.
Absolutely, the confidence just brimming. See as well, the whole team, even talking about that earlier on in the cast, how good Fnatic have felt as a team internally. The dynamics, the energy. Absolutely deserved, Lauren.
Yeah, it is. Trophy there. It's all theirs now. A brilliant season from Fnatic.
My wallet is now a hole.
Looking advantage.
That's nice. They give it to Kaya. His first trophy.
New going forward.
Finding some of that 2023 magic once more.
Thank you very much, though, Baitia. That's crazy. Crashies wins a regional trophy.
Here, but like I said, it's a testament to just how good Fnatic are. And have found themselves once again, to be honest. Think about some of the questions coming into not just this year, but this stage as well.
Very nice.
No strangers to this sort of moment. Another trophy found as well for Milan stepping into this team. Certainly been lots of improvements, lots of positives to build upon.
Yeah, it's been a brilliant run through and through. And as said, almost
I prefer one person just lifting it, to be honest. I think that's something esports could learn from sports. I know it feels a bit strange, but you know when everyone lifts the trophy together and it's kind of awkward and like some people have their hands on it and other people are kind of like just like, oh, you know, I've just got like a little finger on it or something.
Who would have expected Crash Ace to be the most successful player from Optic?
Down on stage here for
I prefer
Fnatic.
just like, you know, just one person just fucking...
And look, there were doubts about this roster, doubts about
looks
some
cool.
of the changes, some of the
We're gonna get an
pickups,
interview
some of
now. When do we get that draw as well? Do we need to interview regional winners? I don't know. We do.
With Newcastle winning their first ever trophy a month ago, to Crystal Palace toppling Man City to
It's a
win
trophy?
their first major trophy in 120 years. The stars aligned for TH to win today. They somehow upset the cosmic forces themselves. Mate, look at K-Jack's stats, holy.
Mate, look at K-Jack's stats.
Bro, me and Chronicle have to be nerfed. We are just getting too many trophies.
73 and 33. A 2.47 rating on the first map. And a 1.54 on the third map.
It's okay. It's pretty good.
Now, I've had the pleasure of getting a sneak peek with this trophy last week, and everybody was telling me it's heavy. It's the heaviest trophy we've ever had. You've actually lifted it. Boaster, I think, died over lifting it. How heavy is it actually? Was it a problem?
I mean, as you can see, Jake almost passed out lifting it, so
It's pretty heavy.
Quite heavy.
Even for you?
It's pretty heavy. I know, it's pretty heavy.
You've been hitting in the gym though.
Yeah, it's heavy though.
I will say, I don't think a lot of people know this, but domestically, Crashies, this has kind of eluded you in Americas. You never actually
Isn't it weird that my first domestic trophy is in another region? Like, I was thinking about that. It's very weird.
In the best region. In the best region. But yeah, you've never had that chance in Americas. I'm sure you never dreamed of doing it over here, but now you have lifted this very heavy trophy. As the best team in EMEA, how does that feel?
Feels really good, especially to do it with this great group of guys. We've been through so much like this past season and during kickoff. Just worked a lot on ourselves and as a team, and it just feels really special for me, honestly.
There was not much of a reaction from you when you guys won. What was going through your mind?
We were just trying to stay composed in the moment. It was such a back and forth game, and like it was like for me, I was just like I couldn't believe it.
And Kayak, you have actually lifted a trophy on this stage before, although not a tier 1 one. You had your Ascension one, and right after winning Ascension after kickoff, and now finally being able to do this, is this the same for you, that it doesn't feel real yet?
Yeah, I think it's the same. It's like, yeah, I mean, there is trophy. We won it. So it feels kind of weird.
I was say though, you won it from an insane performance from you. That was some of the best I think we've seen on the stage. And of course, as you would remember, a lot of people used to say, yeah, Kayak, he's good online. He's just an onliner. So anything you want to say to those doubters? Now you've lifted a trophy on stage and carried.
No, I'm not a bad guy, so I'm not gonna say anything to the haters. But I think I just had to get comfy on stage and believe in myself, and here we are.
The only thing you have is confidence, I think. I want to ask both of you this same question next. What has been the biggest motivating factor for the two of you since kickoff?
Maybe just like the team and like proving that we can do it with this team, and because especially after kickoff, I feel like a lot of people were doubting me and doubting him as well. So I think we just had like a special moment and just realized like we really wanted to prove ourselves, and especially like I said, to do it with this team is just so special. So
I agree with him. I think just to prove ourselves, and for me it was like performing good on the stage. So
do you think it helped that all of you seem to have the same goal? I've asked all of you this question. You all gave me the same answer.
Yeah, definitely. I think our goals align. Personality-wise, we're so aligned as well. Everything just makes sense in this team, and yeah, like I mean, yeah, we just showed it.
All right, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, because I think at this point we've used the word vibes so much with you guys. It's kind of almost overused, but you keep bringing this answer to the stage. You know, it's because of the vibes. What have you actually done? What have you done to build this synergy practically? What do, you know, behind the scenes?
I think you cannot build it. You just have to feel it. If it's like the right team, and I think this team is the right team, so we just have the vibes.
I think it just comes naturally. Like, we just enjoy playing with each other every day. We enjoy coming to practice every day, the process every day. I talk about it so much with this team, but we really enjoy the process of practicing and like arguing and getting over arguments and just having fun with each other every single day. So it's just special.
What about outside the server? Do you, I mean, you spend a lot of time with each other, right? Do you still spend a lot of time with each other outside the server?
A lot. Say a lot.
Depends. Sometimes we do something, but depends on the
occasion.
And occasion. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like everyone's trying to replicate this secret sauce that's going on behind the scenes, but apparently
Crashy's got good English.
For you, Crashies, there's been a lot of Prime Crashies is back. You know, he's back now. Do you see it that way, or do you think maybe we haven't?
Here my last sense. Just promise me the FNC spreadsheet.
Especially in playoffs and split one, I think I've just been very consistent. I wouldn't say this is like my prime. I still feel like I have a lot to give and a lot to show. So
20 gifted, honestly, for 20.
And, yeah, I mean,
yeah, I can lock that in for you. I might give it to someone else as well. What I'll do is I'll say someone else can also have it, but for 20 gifted, yeah, you can have it locked in.
You look forward to that?
Yeah. So far, so good.
You're also called Beta.
More trophies to come. More trophies to come. And very last question before I let you go. Anything you would like to say? Friends, family, any dedications after winning this trophy?
Thank you all to everyone coming out today. We appreciate you so much. We love you guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone supporting online.
Kayak? Wait, we'll wait for his moment. In EMEA, Crashy.
I know, it's special. It's special.
Did you ever get this love in North America?
No. So you guys are special.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
No.
Yeah. So of course, shout out to the fans and shout out to the family, because I think a lot of people from my family were watching, and shout out to my girlfriend because she's the best person.
Very sweet. Very, very sweet. Thank you so much, the two of you, for joining me. Congratulations once again. Try and give it a few more lift if you want. You know, it's going to be there. But the show is not over, because for now, I'm going to send this over to Mitchman to bring you guys the VCT EMEA Stage 2 draw show.
Let's see it.
Hello everyone and welcome to the VCT EMEA Stage 2 Draw Show. This is where we decide the Alpha and Omega groups for Stage 2, with all 12 teams eager to see who their opponents will be. For this draw,
wait, we got the Toronto draw as well?
According to the final
that's a good
standings
point.
from the VCT Stage 1 regular season. Teams are then grouped into 3 separate pools. First and second seed in Pool 1, third and fourth seed in Pool 2, and fifth and sixth seed in Pool 3. Jankut from the VCT EMEA competitive operations team will then draw one slip from each pool.
Jack L!
Seeds drawn from each pool
Thanks for
will
becoming a
swap
member
places
for
so that
3
we get
months.
new, exciting
How much for
matchups
XLG in the spreadsheet?
for Stage 2.
The
For
spreadsheet
example,
will be
if seed 1 is
5.
drawn from Pool
It'll be
1,
5 for every team.
Team
It won't be
Heretics and
more
Team
or less.
Liquid would swap places. The other team will then be drawn from the
Move
other
Cam.
pool, just so we can confirm they're there.
Do you
We
want
would
me to
then
be
continue
Mitch?
with pools 2 and 3 following the same system
Want me to
before
be up
we
here?
get our VCT EMEA 2025 Stage 2 groups. Jankut, please draw the slip from Pool 1 to see which seeds will swap places. And that says seed number 2. That means that Fnatic and BBL Esports will be swapping places. Heretics and Liquid stay where they are, and
So we've got
please draw
Liquid,
the other ball
Fnatic.
to confirm to us that seed 1 is written in there. Fantastic. Okay, with that, we'll now move on to Pool 2. Let's take a look at which team will be swapping places and which teams will remain. That will be seed number 3, representing Natus Vincere and Foot Esports. Those teams will now swap places as Team Vitality and Carmine Core stay.
Okay, we're
as
gonna
they
get balanced
are.
groups
Let's
now.
just draw out the other ball and confirm that seed
There was a
4
possibility
is
here
written
that
there.
we got
And as we can
Liquid,
see, it absolutely is.
Fnatic,
Now on to the
Foot,
final pool. Pool number 3.
Vitality.
Please draw one of
If
these
he would have
balls.
picked 4 seed instead of 5 seed there,
Or
these
6, seed
all would
5
have been in the
be
same
Giant
group.
X and Movistar Koi, seed 6 Apex and Gentlemates.
That would have
And
been
with
fun.
seed 6 being the draw, Apex and Gentlemates will now swap to the opposite groups.
Vitality are
leaving
bad, so it's
Movistar
fine. Yeah,
Koi
but they
and
could be
Giant
good.
X behind. Jankut,
Okay,
could you
we've
please
ended up with
confirm
pretty balanced
that
groups.
the other bowl has seed number 5 in it. Fantastic. So, everything's gone according to plan. There you have it. The VCT EMEA Stage 2 groups. In Alpha, we have Heretics, BBL, Foot Esports, Team Vitality, Giant X, and Gentlemates. And in Omega, Team Liquid, Fnatic, Navi, KC, Movistar Koi, and Apex. For more on the VCT EMEA Draw Show, here's Yinsu with some reactions from the players.
Not just any players. I'm joined by Boaster, Chronicle, and Flyer from Koi as well. Now, Flyer, I'm gonna come to you straight away. You've been drawn into a group with these guys. How do you feel about that? Because I don't think you guys have ever played against. You never played against them before.
Never. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm excited. You know, it's more teams to play against. I mean, first year here in Europe, so I've only played against these guys like very few amount of times.
Are
so
we
now that
doing
we're
Toronto
swapping, I
draw?
get more chance to play more people. Yeah.
Coming for the throne?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I love that. And how do you guys feel about your new group?
I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, we
Yeah, that
barely
was
saw
it.
it. But I mean, we have Liquid in group.
Yep, KC,
Oh, we have
Liquid,
Liquid, KC?
Navi, Koi, and Apex. On my memory.
Oh, those are some tasty games.
I think it's another very strong group. I think compared to others. I mean, it's just my opinion, but it's fine.
And who are you most looking forward to playing in your group?
KC.
KC,
Got to
for
get
sure
to
KC,
France.
for sure KC.
Oh, KC. All right. And what about Koi? What about Koi?
I played
haven't-
Koi.
You guys haven't faced them yet, and the tank is back as well. I saw Batty G and a Monster here in the studio too. So Batty G, that's your nemesis.
No, we don't talk about that. He's over there.
Batty's over there. He's over there.
I already seen him.
I mean, we can set up a great beef between Koi. We will show who is the better American today. Wait, not today.
True. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Flyer. Do you know about the Batty G Boaster law?
Never, no.
100% win rate, Batty G. Never lost.
We're gonna keep it then.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it, but
Just don't put him on Phoenix on Haven. That guy's swinging me CT.
Put him on Phoenix on Haven.
We'll try.
Yeah, put him on Phoenix on Haven. Explain the law a little bit, just for the people that don't know, you know?
He's a part of Ballistic, wasn't he?
Ballista, yeah.
The Ballista, that
and
was
that
it.
time he stood in for Navi.
Yeah, I mean, Batty G, was he 30-0 me that day game?
did.
Yeah, he 30-0 me. Angel was on Jet too.
Oh, no, he didn't, because he stepped in for Angel. Shao was IGLing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well,
No, he
on,
did, I think.
Haven. It was to
He was in for
qualify
artist that day.
It was to qualify for Germany and stuff, and yeah,
The one that Kron
Ballista, they knocked us out, and I had the worst stat line ever. I had to make it my screensaver for like the rest of the year.
He made them end their roster. They had to make roster changes after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game, but that is all the time we have here for now, because would you believe it, another draw show, and this time is for Masters Toronto.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, sweet.
Welcome everyone to the Masters Toronto Draw Show. 12 teams from around the world will battle it out for glory in Canada, but they will not all be at the same starting line. The champions from each international league have claimed the first seed and will receive a bye.
Come on, Wolves!
But of course, seeds 2 and 3 from each region will have to compete in a Swiss stage where only 4 of them will meet the first seeds waiting on the other side.
Come on, Wolves!
We are here to decide the opening matchups for the Swiss stage. I am joined by Junkat from
We've conquered all of China! We're never gonna stop! From Toronto to Paris! We'll win the fucking lot! Ole, ole, ole! Ole, ole, ole!
We will be placing all of the second seeds on the bracket, and then when we have all the 4, we will draw their opponents.
And when we win in Paris, we'll tell you that it's true. The best team in the world! The boys from Molyneux!
We will move the 3rd seed into the next valid slot. And in case that happens...
Oh, shush, I can't read. Oh, don't you know I'm a TMV viewer, so I can't read. I need to hear Kakuka say it, because I'm illiterate and can't read.
And our 3rd seeds are
Shut the fuck up.
MIBR, PaperX, and Billy Gaming. So please, Junkat, let's start with the first team.
Bro, they draw a fucking team, and they draw another fucking team. How hard is that? Fuck me.
And the first one is going to be Gen G. Okay.
Oh, did you see that? Hold, let me explain it to you. So Gen G, and now they're going to draw the next team, and they're going to go here. And then they're going to draw the next team, and they're going to go here, and then they're going to draw another team, and they're going to go fucking there.
The matchup soon enough. Get a little spin.
You don't even need audio for this shit.
Sentinels. So the last one should be, let's open that ball. Team Heretics. I guess we'll have to wait until the end to see who Heretics is going to be playing up against. Now that we have all our second seeds, let's move on to the
So
third
now,
seeds.
they're going to fucking draw this ball. If it's fucking PRX, it'll go to BLG.
Up against MIBR.
Well, it's Sen or...
Juicy. That is very juicy. Billy Gaming will go up against Team Liquid. Oh my god, this is
Give me Heretics. Give me Heretics. Give me Heretics. Give me Heretics.
Sentinels.
Give me Heretics.
Will go up against Wolves.
Easy, easy, easy.
Going up against Paper Rex. Not bad at all. Thank you very much. So that concludes the draw show for the opening round of Masters Toronto. So let's
easy.
Billy against Team Liquid, Sentinels against Wolves.
If Wolves beat Sen, if Wolves beat Sen, God, I'm gonna fucking laugh. God, I'm literally just gonna post a picture. What could I use to represent fucking r/Valocomp? I'm gonna print something out that says r/Valocomp on it, and I'm just gonna fucking... I'm just gonna spit on it. I'm just gonna post on the Valocomp subreddit me spitting. Spitting on something with Valocomp on it.
June the 7th, we'll see you there.
Yeah, I'll feed it to a wolf. I'm gonna get a Cuba and feed it to a literal wolf. That's what I'm gonna do.
Tiger.
Okay.
We are so cooked. Tiger. Wow. Poo matchup.
Who did Genji get? Wait, well, hold on. Let me see. I was too busy focused on Walt. So it's Genji, MIBR, BLG, Liquid, Sen Wolves, Heretics, Paper X. Okay. Oh, Genji MIBR. That's rough. That's rough for you, little bro. Okay. In terms of streams, yeah, I'll probably do a stream at some point. Going through maybe VFL, but certainly to do my top 10. Don't know exactly when that will be, but I will do it at some point. And yeah, other than that, obviously videos will still be there, but goodbye.